Mama ever say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
You were for aha PENDREAM TV mpacho. Onim say the news na to for man the bro. News ya oba beti mpacho so wa wadin kire bia na so wadin kire fa. News bia ya present your platform you so for your voice note na fa send here. I was 0277 128777. The debate to PENDREAM FM so magana for nyina ati onka. Yenko ti and story the bro.
Because we wait me here on radio so our phone so. Now let's go to a year and the assembly you buy. Mr. P, I think we need to go straight and take care of business. Gabby Otchere Darko, the chief criminal in Ghana, akotna a year GH1. In fact, our Bolare show so and Otisho no a lot of questions and the Busano. Na issue of PDS ebaye. Issue of 24-hour economy ebaye. Na Gabby Otchere Darko response efa a PDS hono. It clearly shows that Gabby is a criminal. When to me answer the exact questioner a Bolare ebusano when it came to PDS. Remember, PDS is here one scandal in the history of the Republic of Ghana. A scandal be any free so. It was a scandal or it was a crime committed by the president and his family. Yeah, energy no, electricity no, and omode efa so ewiaye. The person who led this scandal and this criminality, Ekufuado, Gabby Otchere Darko, the Oforiata, the finance minister, Bamti, Ekufuado Nya Penyini, and Ekufuado Nyano, any Omicronis in Akromfo and Omicron, Keligajepo, Obiti say a Japa Mesa, Mahamudu Baumia was on the board of PDS. Remember review. Moamote Ghana na yaka PDS na mo jin say Ekufuado Nkwano. Mahamudu Baumia was on the board of PDS. It is yaka PDS. Omo no mo sro a omo granting your mama ne koso na Mahamudu Baumia was part of the main people up there. So nobody can sit anywhere in Ghana on any platform to say Baumia is not corrupt. Baumia is the father of corruption. Oye ten inti de bia ne ba na omo hye yi ne din afrim. Baumia and basically almost signed the vital document to get PDS going. Now, Gabby Kotna a year Bolare shows no. We be nyabo tre aya de we. O kan sembebre. Na PDS no. If you hear buy, and I'm going to admit, PDS, it was a collaboration between Loud Silence Media, myself, and Herald the newspaper. Herald belongs to Larry Dugbe. So it was a collaborative job. We worked together to make sure say Ghana ECG no ebusuafo we enton endi. It is a OT PDS investigations no. I don't take the credit alone. It was a worker mene Larry Dugbe of Herald newspaper and see, it is better we also sometimes give credit to Herald for their input when it comes to PDS. Send you to me save Ghana all this money. Now Gabby called Bolare shows no something weird happened. But before I go into that, me issue by app and Bolare busa Gabby Otchere Darko about Kevin Taylor. Now Otchere, I am the biggest nightmare to Gabby Otchere Darko. Osro Obia Ogana Semi because Oye Kromfo and he knows say I'll be monitoring him and I know and he knows I have something. When power changes, it will hang him. Gabby knows I have something. Power sasa the hook be sort of shwa near the nasin saying kejitia. Gabby knows. So every time Gabby hears about Kevin Taylor na the bufu. Now, of course, so before I start the PDS itself, Gabby called Bolare shows no. This is what happened.
And we need the answers. It's nothing personal. It's nothing, you know. So we're good.
I think my last interview must have been what, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So no, I know you are warming up. So you just.
But,
I'm not here to hang you or do anything. Kevin Taylor says that I'm being easy on you.
Please.
Why? You don't want to hear his name.
Focus on.
Let's
focus on the campaign.
He says hi.
Let's focus on
on the interview.
And he owes me money.
Kevin Taylor.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. There's a libel case against him, and he posted a check on Facebook. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll get into that. But let's talk about MTN. We need the answers. It's nothing personal. It's nothing,
You know,
so we're good.
I think my last interview must have been what, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So no, I know you are warming up. So you just.
But,
I'm not here to hang you or do anything. Kevin Taylor says that I'm being easy on you.
Please.
Why? You don't want to hear his name.
Focus on.
Oh,
let's focus on the campaign.
He says hi.
Let's focus on
on the interview.
And he owes me money.
Kevin Taylor.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. There's a libel case against him, and he posted a check on Facebook. Yeah.
Interesting. My team, they are going to try and get the volume up. So Bolare, thinking it was funny, he didn't know mentioning Kevin Taylor's name in front of Gabby, will get Gabby pissed off. Yeah, it shows to say I control Gabby. In Ghana, I control Gabby. Only the control MP before some question for, but I control him because he's a thief. Now Gabby Casano, I'll say, oh no, let's focus on and other important issues. Kevin Taylor, he owes me money. Gabby, I don't owe you any money. I don't owe you money. You owe Ghana. Gabby Otchere, you owe Ghana $2 million in a Japan deal. In any country, if you were to be in maybe a place like North Korea, and Kerewa Besensen Kejetenia Bosho Mutu, Unimza. By any Ghana for a Jimmy Tina, or down and Ghana, or the watch and an Ghana, a Jimmy. I don't owe you any money. Who did you sue? You picked your own court, you picked your own judge, and you went to court and said, oh, Anderson Cooper on CNN. He has said something about me, so give me 1 million in fee. Or you say you're a lawyer. You picked your judge, and then you picked your date, and you picked your witness, and you picked your lawyer, and then you went to court and told court, oh, there's a guy on Facebook, a friend Kevin Taylor. He has done this. What has he done? Oh, he spoke about PDS, did a scandal, and said I am part of it. And so, judge, give me 1 million. And the judge sitting there said, yeah, you are Gabby. Oh, okay, take 1 million and go. One guy said, oh, Gabby, which Kevin Taylor did you sue? Which Kevin Taylor? Which bailiff sued served Kevin Taylor? Which court? Now who sue me no one for plane ticket and can abuofunu. Who sue Kevin Taylor America no? One for plane ticket and can me for ticket mbra Jimmy. Oti Ghana na wako wa court say I. Oh, Kevin Taylor, he doesn't like me. He's exposing me. So anti-judge, make me give me 1 million in damages. You thought you could use that to gag me. Not just say make Kevin Taylor men can was him. The simple question I'm asking you say, Gabby, which court did you, which bailiff be the best serving me? And company be the best serving America. Now who need maybe amete? This is the conversation again.
And we need the answers. It's nothing personal. It's nothing, so we're good.
I think my last interview must have been what, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So no, I know you are warming up. So you just.
But,
I'm not here to hang you or do anything. Kevin Taylor says that I'm being easy on you.
Please.
Why? You don't want to hear his name.
Focus on. Let's focus on the campaign.
He says hi.
Let's focus on
on the interview.
And he owes me money.
Kevin Taylor.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. There's a libel case against him, and he posted a check on Facebook. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll get into that, but let's talk about MTN. Well, do you know?
So clearly, you could see that a guy, he's confused. When we normally fake certificate back Ghana, some of your lawyers, Kevin Taylor. Oh, where's Kevin Taylor? Who is Kevin Taylor? Where is he from? Oh, he was born in Ghana. Kevin Taylor is an American citizen. Oh, Kevin Taylor said something about me. So Kevin Taylor works with CNN. Oh, Kevin Taylor is a producer. Oh, he has a show on a TV station in America. He owns a company in America. He has said something bad about me. So I came to court. So, Madam Judge, please. Kevin Taylor, I have written to Kevin Taylor. And Kevin Taylor did not come to court. So give me 1 million. Kwasi Banana Republic. Buying Ben Abubu Nisano. We will put Japan. At least. A backward to me already the Jimmy for playing by any of the permanent and call back. And this is what they do. Every time they are committing crimes, Nasa Otchere, I'm going to court because they know judges are who also sit there with all due respect. Some of them, they don't think. Yeah, some of our judges, they are not judges, so they are party foot soldiers. Because with all due respect, judge or nimum rapa no say now some are working. Intimidated them hey. If somebody like Anderson Cooper, Eti CNN, and I say anybody else is in America. Now, you come to a Ghana court and say, give me judgment. Now judge now what now case I've given you judgment, no. Are you okay in your head? Are you reasonable enough? Oka so serve Kevin Taylor no. Mo bu say the plane ticket kan ho. Mo te Ghana na nkofo we nkwasiade na mo de dada mo. They find ways to use the court to gag journalists. Me I'm a different journalist though. I'm a different breed. In this whole per court agagmia. It's about the United States Supreme Court. Omunkwana sebio ombetumaka se Kevin da meda. Over a court in America, a recognized court. And kwana betumaka se Kevin Taylor da meda. You can go to a district court, you can go to federal court. Sa court no and omka se menda meda. Na uko Ghana ukuta wanga sa umo, ukuta umoku, ukuta wangwa. Now that court no akonnua ho judge say the pa no we pia bontin say I've won a case. Kevin Taylor owes me $1 million. You owe Ghana $2 million. Which I'll make sure I step on your neck to vomit that $2 million. Ejapa yensane contracting yeshi we dinka koji $2 million say we a consultant o bodam Ghana papa dia. Ejapa na monka mo be wia ye gudie kwasiafo akọ fa kire di no mo se nkofo bi na sebio ye gudie no omo no mpese omo to ni nyina ebesi na ye hu ba akopodin. Japan yanka wansem you wote Ghana ye woto dendenden sa atwomo aka kire say I you were a lawyer and you were a consultant so you took $2 million pro eden kwese sam no unu no hu ya osia me jack. You see, but let's go to the matters. Now, mention Gabby is a criminal. Now, PDS assemble, you know, this is one of the evidence I provided when it came to PDS. Gabby Otchere say on your politician. Gabby Otchere say on the abuying some on fan hunjim. Gabby Otchere say he on no Gabby not on the portfolio. Kufuado man be the bush and Kufuado. Into already abuying you media the hunim. Gabby Otchere I caught him on tape. Na all negotiate PDS deal say ebi munti omo shares so ayensu. On the same phone call, Nanado Danko Kufuado, Ninuya, your friend Bumpty. No, so phone calls, Nisubi, phone call, so. Gabby Otchere catch the brand and said, so na odi ene Dawson. Gabby Otchere said it's got nothing to do when it comes to PDS. I showed you text message. Gabby Otchere say it's got nothing to do with PDS, no, or setting up a WhatsApp group, a V. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is PDS. But before I play the video, no, watch the video first.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
At all.
Yes. Gabby, see, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on. Yeah.
Okay, if that's your final position, then we have to let the others know and spread the sound of moving forward.
Okay, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Gabby is telling Ayensu you can't go below 40. Your shares is too much. Is this an advice or negotiation? Oh, but damn, why did you go to your law school? You are asking the chairman of PDS, he can't go below 40. And you are sitting on TV telling us it's an advice. You are sitting on TV telling us, is this a negotiation or an advice? And I brought from Monte. But before me come in, no, na me mo usa Gabby a crom for, na adwene wo for me send Bebe ka ono ane nsam no ka o TV so no ene na mebe kire mo say Gabby we mu no omo ye fake ass niggas o. PDS any 24-hour economy. He spoke on 24-hour economy. I will talk on that too. Now we time am de Gabby Otchere asem by PDS no okọ court. Na mebe kire mo nyome bi a esi wo court. Ansa ne aba 24-hour economy. Gabby call court no. This is what actually on Wankasani radio a friend Asasi radio a publish here. Maybe kind in publication in the womb. Maybe I'm a show a DB pictures be no more Gabby one. Gabby this and Kwasia same way also a court in 1 million Ghana. Now, this is Asasi Radio. Date near 3 years ago. Gabby Otchere radio station also court no kunya judgment. Kevin Taylor defamation suit. High Court awards 1 million damages in favor of Gabby Otchere. Yan kind story na mention my DB. Now, when you read the story, this is what it says. An Accra High Court, An Accra High Court, Commercial Court 10, presided over by Justice Jennifer Abnadadzi. Justice Jennifer Abnadadzi has awarded damages of 1 million cedis against controversial social media commentator Kevin Taylor for defamatory statements he made against the senior partner of Accra-based corporate law firm Africa Legal Associates and public figure Gabby Otchere Darko. Kevin Taylor has been consistent in criticizing Mr. Otchere Darko, a cousin of the president of the Republic and a respected political strategist, a respected political strategist of the ruling New Patriotic Party. Almost say Gabby the make court. Now court no judge Nisa Gabby a winning case 1 million Ghana on Fanquasia Meji. Now the omotrofa Gabby who say Gabby will be or nimfo or a lawyer ni or you'll be so over MPP moi omo madwini ko echiripa omutumi toto nyoma kronosoma MPP jinane na so no your friend is saying political strategist Gabby ene die nim inti at least Omangala story na who say in the NPP no Gabby is a politician. From their own story, he is a public figure. As you know, almost saying, or a political strategist. You can be a strategist and not a politician. But Omangazambia will say Gabby is basically involved in politics. So Gabby because on your politician, it is because he has not been given a portfolio, and I say he has not availed himself to be basically given a political appointment or given a position which is political. But that does not mean that you are not a politician. You not having an MPP card does not say you are not an MPP sympathizer. So line atwama MPP no, you are basically an MPP sympathizer. That somehow makes you an MPP supporter. In the Omankasa story, omo the favor Gabby no, and I made you mumu say, dear air cost no, omo the court ne there dada mo Gabby a cron for. Now, this Gabby guy, he looks like Walking Dead. Now, I'll read you the second part of the story. This is what it says. Kevin Taylor falsely accused Gabby Otchere Darko of being a beneficiary of the PDS transaction, which was incidentally abrogated by the President of the Republic. The decision to take the control of the nation's power company back into the hands of the state was against the insistence of the United States government that the concession to PDS should be saved. In terms of PDS, in some baby ba home and another dank we for the PDS ni yentwem. Again, some the ba ho. Later, Americans who say, Gabby Otchere Darko Ninia ne wafa usade ende ekufuado ene nebusuafo ewia Ghana for $500 million inti America for the say American taxpayer sika ene yede ma Ghana for inti yentwa contract nim ene ne force ma nanado danko ekufuado etwa PDS contract nim. Now the Americans who funded the transaction with $498 million did not see the defective insurance guarantee certificate as a deal breaker. Almost America for no more say yentwa contract no. Sa part of the deal na omudema and omu say Gabby any Ekufuadomo any energy minister any Mahamudu Bawumia or TDN so or PDS board no so no omu ko sign bibia your friend or insurance guarantee certificate omu say na emu yedrem. Sa insurance guarantee no sa document no mo sign no bank guarantee na what sa dwuma die nim no America for no de omudi to for mu hu say ketahye ene kronu bi wom. Remember sa bank guarantee na kan ho asem no Mahamudu Bawumia na ote sa PDS board no so ono ene ma sa go ahead ne say omonko sign that sketchy criminal document no into American force na Americans na here omo checks hu ye no omo hu say Ghana for no person omo chi Ghana for di na omo sa chi Americans di eno na omo gina so ka say da bi sa PDS we no yentwam na yenko enim. Okay, the next paragraph or say The Americans who funded the transaction with 498 million did not see the defective insurance guarantee certificate as a deal breaker. But President Akufo-Addo stood his ground, insisting that he could not trust a company that issued a fake insurance cover as worth of controlling such a strategic national asset. Ironically, the PDS contract, which the president inherited from the previous John Dramani Mahama government, is often used as a key evidence of corruption against the Akufo-Addo's administration. The person can say, oh, PDS no, Mahama time near started here, near started Mahama time, and then American for the Mahama time. So, Nanada Danko Akufo-Addo, Otchere contract him, na contract to na Otchere Mukrampo de, na inshe, nyome bia na ankoye. Na osi kai krampo se PDS no, Mahama time the start here. Question say starting Mahama time, which starting Mahama time, and then Mahama time na American for nanka se yentwem. Why didn't Americans insist during Mahama's era that we should cancel the PDS deal? Because there was no crime involved. Because the president wasn't a criminal. Because the NDC did not go in there as criminals to steal from the Americans. Until you people came to power. Until you people came to power and you started stealing, you thought we are stupid, you know. That is when the Americans said, we cannot allow you people to oversee the PDS deal. Into the Otchere a propaganda statement. They are trying to whitewash Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Gabby, Bedie Tuo, Eyede Kenoforiata, you fought to say Baumia Omoputi PDS together. Remember, PDS, no companies are not omoba together ever for me PDS, na Ghanaian companies, and a foreign companies. Omoba join here. Ghanaian companies ni nyina na Akufo-Addo busuan for there. Seconds more, Bumpty more, Akufo-Addo ayensumo no, where we Akufo-Addo nkofo a omoba together be create company, a cluster of companies and our friend PDS. Internet nye nipa hofro bia eye omo aho enitina in the audio no, you heard them discussing the percentage. Now you read your my story. I want to point something out to you guys. Where Gabby Otchere on Rankasa na Sasi radio. Inti mankofa any publication Gabby Nankasa ni radio station. Now Philip Ayensu is not only a friend and neighbor to Gabby Otchere, but a known member of the ruling party and a board member of the National Communication Authority. Nevertheless, none of these became a swaying factor when the president had to do what he deemed to be in the national interest, which was to terminate the concession. Almost Philip Ayensu or any pebia na ebi won in sempa or any partitu oba bibi to say the National Communication Authority na Philip Ayensu at the board so into any partitu bia onyani pebia ebia or hieni or any pebia sika won in sempa Philip Ayensu ejuma na we bie yesi de otumi ya na brabom nya na we bie barbering shop and another Philip Ayensu and so almost Philip Ayensu a billionaire or a billionaire. Yes, Philip Ayensu on in the town a GH1 Edema Cobrado for time and Philip Ayensu a ton GH1 and Cobrado for how much was it worth? And Sana Philip Ayensu a ton GH1 or Sina any dia Emma Cobrado for no, it was worth nothing. So when they say Philip Ayensu is a self-made man, he's a billionaire, they are crazy, they are lying. They want to create a picture and put in your head. Send your creative say Akufo-Addo intelligent or a lawyer, a brain so no a drug addict, no. That is the picture they want to create and put in your head. And they say Philip Ayensu is some damn rich guy. He isn't. Now I'll call the second paragraph. This is what it says. A millionaire businessman of some repute, Philip Ayensu was the chairman and main driver of PDS, which won the bid for a 20-year concession over the Ghana Electricity Company. Mr. Ayensu lives right next door to his friend, Mr. Otchere in a plush area in East Legon, Accra, but has also stressed that he has no business relationship with his lawyer neighbor, Gabby. In Thomas' story, I'm saying, Philip Ayensu cracker. Also on impodie, even though on Gabby and a very, very rich neighborhood no, and Adam for keke, na on any business conversation bia, on any business Adam for a neighbor Adam for, oh, we are lawyer, oh, Philip at the saying, na Philip Chum, on the Philip and Tenancy ending como FPDS on that. But Kwasi pay you or WhatsApp group I use Zoom, Kwasi pay you WhatsApp group a video audio recordings of him, Ayensu and Bumpty. Now, my mention was where Gabby Ankasa ne Asasi radio story na making kind show no. Now, let me show you this. Number 5. Almost story no much bibi where after Gabby winning case no. Mr. Otchere, who denies ever having any personal interest whatsoever in the botched project, however, admitted last year on both Metro TV and Asempa FM that he had on a few occasions offered free advice to his friend and neighbor whenever that was sought by Mr. Ayensu. Gabby, on my story, no, I'm so Gabby atna Metro TV so atna de Asempa kase on the Philip Ayensu omuni twaka bia omunya danfo omundi PDS won komoda. The only time on it Ayensu no din komo as neighbors and say Ayensu busan so why dwene ya was saying PDS no ho kwasia oju se nyina ya government se kufuado oju se nyina no ye repeat ye maame na ye maame be wo bedi etuo na ye maame ye repeat e bedi etuo maame se de ekufuado papa repeat bedi etuo maame no meboa entum je se ye Jimmy so ose one de one Ayensu NDPDS nkomo aban adwumadie bia nkomo nanso Ayensu hia adwenkyera na Ayensu aba ne ho ofui. All that this guy is saying, report the Krampo is giving Gabby away. Report the Krampo chese Gabby yevi. Where your mangasa report to Gabby call court we also a winning case against me. I am an American. All right, and I quote Gabby anu asemsi enye as a transaction lawyer or say or a transaction lawyer. Na no asema na all kind of Metro any day asempani or say, and I quote Gabby anu asemsi enye as a transaction lawyer with a network of friends and contact in both Ghana and abroad and UK kromfu ya mudidi muko wi akaso abroad hefa. As a transaction lawyer with a network of friends and contacts in both Ghana and abroad, my wisdom or knowledge in transaction is occasionally sought by people I know. It is not unusual. It is not always for profit. This should not mean I have a beneficial interest in every transaction that my help is sought by a friend. The world is less complex than that. That is what Gabby said. Na no asem no say. Ni experience or what transaction mu no. Sebio ni nyankufo mo Ghana ni ewiase afare nyina no. Eba transaction ese insawoso eba eye deals contracts nsan a onim nyansa waye eye transaction law a ono ankasa no odibem o je se wa hwedra wo mninti amankofo ba ne hoda ebi ti sa yensumo na onim se Ghana fo ne de sebio de esi no o madwen se oye bibia PDS no oye ye nyanso mfa so o se won de we nya kapre wo ono de law no wakosua nti de bia no ono oma eyi advice ana bibia onjiska oye ni free and the all canon no ono no kwan law to kwan de free pro bono nti ono de oye bibia de oye bibia free si ake kan say na yanko eni minima de konti amekan we nyina me wi na ma kire mwade bi you'll be shocked. Kevin Taylor also falsely accused Mr. Otchere, who has strong links with London, of owning a property in the plusher part of London, Mayfair, with insinuations that the lawyer bought the property with proceeds from PDS or a similar transaction of a questionable nature. Gabby denies owning a property in Mayfair, central London. Gabby said, "I couldn't tell me what Mesaka said or no. We sika koto dan wo UK." No, only dan bia wo UK. Only dan bia wo Mayfair, Central London, only dan bia wo ho. Enti metwa etra to no so. Remember, I am an American. Yanko am story ni minimal content am yes sir. Normally I don't spend time on fools, but there's a reason why I'm spending time on this fool. In October 2019, Gabby Otchere finally decided to take action and directed his lawyer. Who was Gabby's lawyer? And directed his lawyer, Kisi Ejabing of Cromwell Gray LLP, to sue Kevin Taylor in respect of such defamatory statement made on Kevin Taylor's social media broadcast, with all due respect, and on his Facebook wall. Inti Gabby, 2019 October, no free on any lawyer, special prosecutor. Or special prosecutor say, "Oh, I'm a lawyer, brah. One na me person who sue Kevin Taylor, man, because Kevin say I am part of PDS. Mumbusa was adentina Kisi Ejabing to me for PDS case no. Mr. Special Prosecutor, on the Jine Muma Gabby, our court say me my exposing Gabby on PDS. And Amibusa will say adentina OSP betina office for all these years, he has not been able to call the PDS case. Why hasn't he been able to open up the PDS scandal? Busa Hwadendra. a low-hanging fruit. All the documents are there. Everybody who was part of this was there. Kisie Jabe was Gabby Otchere lawyer. Only the court court could defend Gabby say PDS no Gabby more chrono. And the Kisie Jabe, Gabby Nedina Mamus or a special prosecutor. Mo Jimmy. That is how they play you people. Free consultation. Kwasi a forward na Ghana. Omo na hun kruwa. E Jimmy forward na moto so almost a forward. Now, yanko enim. Inti for now we know say nipa oye lawyer ma Gabby or PDS case omo de me call court no. Na special prosecutor. Inti mumu say when is he going to go into the PDS deal? Or call PDS ma you call his client. So special prosecutor FBA PDS scandal now he has no option than to call his client Gabby Otchere, because he is the prime suspect when it comes to PDS. It's now Jimmy War GH1 me say we Jimmy for you are committing yourself more. Now me enko enim na me nkyerema de bi. Due to the fact that Kevin Taylor is known to operate from the United States of America, on 28 October 2019, the High Court in Accra, the High Court in Accra granted an application by the lawyers of Gabby Otchere to issue a writ of summons and serve notice of same out of the jurisdiction on Kevin Taylor. Almost say October 2019 and Kisie Jabe court kakachire court say omo kwan no mo serve me America. And a court G2 mu. Enti Kisie Jabe le di Gabby anim. Echo court. Court say Kevin Taylor ye expose the audio any video about my client. Oh PDS so abokro no ekufo de din wom obi adi wom. Enti esi an my client ne say ono de Kevin egu no hu fi. Enti judge a wote Ghana no Kevin Taylor to America or American citizen. My ho kwan ne serve Kevin Taylor. Sane be ya ye betu be di asem no Ghana. Judge ti akonwemo. Okay. You want to use Ghana court to gag me? Okay. The order of the court specified that the notice of the writ should be served on Kevin Taylor by Expedite Courier Service DHL through his own indicated address. Inti court say, oh, someone be candia at where Gabby, oh, Kisie Jabe, some person ko serve Gabby Kevin Taylor Abroche dia. Mo amon serve no, mo ko an address na mon serve no. Inti court judge Ghana court kaza monko pedi mwangasa monko 70 mailing for DHL. Na DHL for no emerisha Kevin Taylor na omo se omo de omo Kevin Taylor address omo no Kisie Jabe ko gina court enim e o ka che judge na oto na so esu amra no. So Kevin Taylor de enim address to America. I am an American, remember. Yet in address to America, inti edbema DHL de akoma Kevin Taylor. Inti eno ewia na Kevin Taylor, mabobe sia America na for first class aba. Ade ya see Gabby de mako court to Ghana. Kisie Jabe na ye lawyer nti. Ya see ye the letter brem inti memra Ghana. Gabby with Jimmy Rough. Now tie. However, the DHL courier service could not serve Kevin Taylor at his own indicated address. When did I meet Gabby to give my address to Kisie Jabe? Kisie Jabe, when did I meet you or your client to hand my address over to you? How can you authenticate that this address belongs to is Kevin Taylor's address? How did you come up with an address and say address where they are Ghana, where they are Kevin Taylor? They are, how were you able to authenticate to the court that this address is Kevin Taylor's address and not Donald Trump's address? Because from what I am reading, you people went to court and told the court you are going to serve Kevin Taylor. Our address, Mumujidi say Kevin Taylor address. How do you know? Adi we kore nyawawa kwasiafo penifo motofu dwene moti te ya lawyer kwasiade wo Ghana na modi didi ma na modi bokro no moti matena Ghana hum address na me confirm me address kirewa e de na hum bia mete. How would you know say bia address ekuta na 10 years I want na mete and nitina mo catch and confirm say mako serve Kevin Taylor no. Do you know my address? These people, I don't know how they do. They go through this law school thing. Judge na me wanwa. Because me a judge, the first question I'll ask you is, have you authenticated the address? How do you know it's his address? Have you spoken to him directly? show me something to prove that you have an address of the person you're talking about. It could be Anderson Cooper. But judge say, oh, okay. Go and serve him. Use DHL. Now, when you however, the DHL courier service could not serve Kevin Taylor at his own indicated address. The courier service tried all it could, and even called Kevin Taylor on his own indicated telephone number, but he denied being the person on the other end of the line. Almost DHL for ye bibia, even DHL for crampo frere. Kevin Taylor ma nipa na opeke call also enyo ne friend Kevin Taylor. Adi am ko gina call tedi mu no. Omdi wini case no na make a kire odo. Inti almost like I said, checks made by the lawyers confirmed it. Inti Kisie Jabin say, oh, omdi rate the comma DHL no. DHL ye bibia wa America say, omdi den, omobe serve me. Na omo imbre bi krampo omo frame me phone so e ma Kevin Taylor file ma Kevin Taylor say nyo onwa. E na Kisie Jabin ka che judge ni say, oh, ono kro betuma confirm me. Hey. Na judge ni say, okay, wait, this is right. Oh, rather I'll go back. Some question for na was omo na Ghana judge for. Enti just say voodoo madam for judge no organ also voodoo lawyers boss they are voodoo lawyers where Supreme Court judge na gachebo these foolish voodoo lawyers now yanko enim hey Ghana court now ko enim I will say let me show you the next one na me chama the ABC here now you see me chama some of them court in your business sha dey bi wa Number 7. It became abundantly clear to Gabby and his lawyer, Kisie Jabin, that Kevin Taylor was intentionally evading service. How? Is DHL. Omia belief. So you sit in Ghana and you mail a letter to an address you don't know, to somebody you don't know. You cannot authenticate, and then you give it to DHL, and you go stand in Ghana court and tell the judge that, oh, it shows clearly say Kevin Taylor was avoiding being served. DHL, are they court beliefs? In America, DHL is serving court, a serving in Kofo, some court. I don't know what Jimmy sir. When you come to the United States of America, DHL, USPS, and a serving Kofo. Na judge need to tie we o when a judge need gina so e dey here den e judge case no so they are making their case to the judge Kisie Jabi o na Gabby to court wo so these are their reasons for winning $1 million Ghana cedis so baby a Ghana tie it say no say oh when you na say Kevin na or evade or pese or avoid the to be served. The evasive antics of Kevin Taylor compelled the lawyers to pray the court to vary its clear order for the notice of the writ against Kevin Taylor to be served out of jurisdiction. Into oh judge, yeah, the ama DHL call no, Kevin Taylor, not Kevin Taylor or no into now some address. Now, if Kevin Taylor has an address, why didn't you go deliver to Kevin Taylor's address? Oh, well, you know, it's the DHL for Crampo try say, oh, my friend Kevin. Now, Kevin far phone no, or pretend say, and no, Nina, no, yeah, when you say, why not just some person be court into judge, Shasanyo Maya catcher so Namagabi judgment. It is a Gabby so a court a win $1 million. When no Gina so win $1 million, or Ghana court. Remember, I'm an American. My lawyers are all Jewish. And it's not Kennedy Bayer, no, he withdrew the case because my lawyer be $400 an hour. I have 4 lawyers. Yes. My lawyer be $400 an hour. Any day, I have 4 lawyers. Kennedy now also was catching Obia MPP, no, Oba American or pull it out. Can make $20 million if you Kennedy ho. He saw it. Can make in some $20 million. Some also pay $9 million. Can make in some $20 million. Eddie Otchere orphanage. Me hiampo chronusi kamede den but on your line no the lawyer no free bronze say hey this boy you are seeing like that is dangerous. 4 Jewish lawyers say me catch them no me catch Joseph Kennedy be careful in the Kisie Jabi case or building or Ghana court high court where your court will judge it and the judge was like okay I am going to write my judgment. Now Yankwasi on Aminchama Debi. The High Court, Accra, being persuaded. The High Court in Accra being persuaded by the argument of lawyer Kisi Ejaben. Kisi Ejaben kwa na to oni opposing lawyer bia ono kwa oni Gabby ena judge ne to ena ono argue ono kwa argue wanuane mo ena odi beef ashem ena bon nice oni hwinim obi a opposing argument no ono kwa na argue with the judge ena judge ne to ena o chechirem. And also, we convince the judge, the High Court, Accra, being persuaded by the argument of lawyer Kisi Ejaben on 16th March 2020, ordered that in the alternative, the notice of the writ be posted on Facebook wall of Kevin Taylor. We did serious overhauling in our call too. The High Court, Accra, being persuaded by the argument of lawyer Kisi Ejaben on 16th March 2020, ordered that in the alternative, the notice of writ be posted on Facebook wall of Kevin Taylor and also same forwarded to the WhatsApp number of Kevin Taylor. Judge Nasomo Kain or say, oh, argument now Kisi Ejaben Gabby Abendi Ejina and Asopa. Into Siano, Monsanko try 7 Kevin again into Munko Facebook. Namonko 7. Namonko Kevin Taylor WhatsApp number. Namon sender. Judge. Me say, judge no. Or say, oh, my argument is fine. Into Moko American and went to answer. DHL to answer. I'm so judge. Ya bibia. Ya chesa Kevin cry a friend one fa or say no. And I just oh, when another trick. I'm Monko Facebook. Me how many Facebook pages am I? There are people who go. If you go on TikTok, about 2,000 people have Kevin Taylor. And I have only one TikTok. When they come on Facebook, I can show you thousands of Ghanaians using my name. What Jimmy Papa? Kisi Ejaben, Gabby, every day. So go, when you go on Facebook and you see anything like Kevin Taylor, it means it belongs to him. So post it there. Now, Enka say, what's Kevin? Do you know the number of people who are Kevin Taylor on social media? Even 2019, how many people were verified on social media, Facebook? I wasn't verified even in 2019. I wasn't verified. In 2019, I wasn't even verified on Facebook. So how were you able to determine that this is Kevin Taylor? And as a judge, no sir, catch say, "Omo korisha me WhatsApp number, no omo post to mraso." See right now, judge not done Kisi Ejaben Facebook belief. What done Gabby Facebook beliefs. You see the country you are living in. Kwasia we can night to so na the show dan check kan kwasia some GH. So we there, where are you? Me see we Tanzania and ked dawa be so the show me na san ejom kronfo we mama chema debi wasia. Kevin Taylor, even upon service of the court processes on him, neither entered appearance nor filed a statement of defense to substantiate the allegation he made against Gabby Otchere. Say Kevin Taylor upon the omo nyina no Kevin Krampa amfa ama lawyer begirema ma no mabodam na Kevin ben na mo kana asem kwasiafo ukojina court here Kevin Taylor WhatsApp there no Kevin ben na wo kana asem Kevin Taylor ben you are basically arguing with nobody. Who is the Kevin Taylor over my lawyer megina ho? Why should Kevin Taylor, who is the Kevin Taylor, you the judge sitting there, Kevin Taylor no wine ofri, where does he live? You have nothing. But also Kevin Taylor upon all these things, me man for lawyer amba. Mona mo adwuma me. Me for lawyer in free America. Me lawyer ba could be $400 an hour. Me the 4 lawyers in United ba Ghana kura. Can you be pay? Shankwa siade e kwaso Ghana. We no better GH Kevin Taylor owes me. Oh bodam ohun. One who means Otchere oh bodam. Now, Mami Kweni na mchira wa DB. They wish they didn't publish this story. I'm say Kevin Taylor, even upon service of the court processes on him, neither entered appearance nor filed a statement of defense to substantiate the allegation he made against Gabby Otchere. The lawyers for Gabby Otchere complied with all the orders of the court and even filed witness statement to support their case. I'm say, oh, Gabby lawyers there, no mutie court pa. Even Kevin Krampo, one for lawyer ambani ade omo dogin no. Omo to me the witness ebet na court ma witness no edi adanse ma Gabby. Kusia Jabin etumi kofa witness. Say witness ni megine India dance ma Gabby say Gabby. Me na me Gabby witness. Kevin Taylor ka sama for Gabby who PDS ho. Enti Kusia Jabin and Gabby etumi nya witness. E ma ne betena adaka mu court. Yanko ni na me chama de. Mote Ghana bu nkwasi afo we. Mo de bu waste time o. Na me chama de. Kevin Taylor then resorted to making disparaging comment on Facebook against an associate of Kusia Jabin who affected the service of the process on him. So after that, in the Kevin got on Facebook, and a Kusia Jabin associate bia sebio or no survey me. Oh Facebook. Maybe be jina Facebook didi nipa na Kusia Jabin a man ho kwan e won the law firm was say on serving mo Facebook. Maybe be jina Facebook didi nipa na tem. Mo dia Kusia Jabin. This conduct of Kevin Taylor clearly showed to the court that he was fully aware of the court processes and proceedings, but deliberately failed to show up in short. But maybe they were trying to say in court. I'm say because mani pe bi kwa say ono nko Facebook go serve Kevin Taylor no say Kevin Taylor betina Facebook na odidi nipa na tem no kire say na Kevin Taylor nim say ye pena serve no Kevin Taylor ben dey. Do you know the number of people who are Kevin Taylor on Facebook? Do you know the number of With All Due Respect page on Facebook? Do you know the number of people? Do you know the number of people who basically call themselves Kevin Taylor on social media? And you could say that Benzo on a law firm or smile will be so on Facebook ko post to na chest was serve Kevin Taylor. Na Kevin Taylor betina Facebook and na odidi nipa ben na me didi na tem. No, you're whining. Young queen, I'm in there. Right now, you say, Gabby Otchere Darko, our witness. Young queen, Kevin Bain. Now, I'm going to say, on 12 October 2020, Gabby Otchere Darko mounted the witness box and gave his evidence. He then called Samuel Atta-Mensah. Gabby. You see, on the 12th of October 2020, and I got Bianca Bar court, Bejina boxing, and I ordered evidence in our buy, and our friend witness. So, Madame Sifonier, who is Gabby's witness? Gabby's witness is Samens, this guy, or no, and the CEO of City News, City TV. This man. This is the man who came to court, went to court to be Gabby Otchere Darko's witness, Samens. Afewon, because I call Gabby Kramaya, what was me more there. Because you pay when I call my box, I call court. On an Gabby witness, in this West Stadia, PDS, no, City News, City FM, City TV, they never published anything about PDS. Go back into the archives of City News. They didn't follow the PDS story. Inti Gabby call court no kwasia we na Gabby witness Samens a orepun kwara was City FM newsroom Samens Atta-Mensah and then iri jano Samens or den kwara butuo na or den sashisho maso City FM Samens. This is the guy who was Gabby's witness. How? Because what TV say, I'm a journalist. We are building Ghana. PDS now. This guy was Gabby's witness. So Kusia Jabin the OSP today. By Gabby and he was Gabby's lawyer. Now what you say? Now you understand. Intina Gabby Timidiana di mchishono. Onu se mi wo bibia me mfa nchire obia. Na ban sesa na so be hye. Yanko edim ne ntie Samens asem okan. These people. Everybody jagopo. Mo de aka asem chire bo awodi. We mo. Me mbu am he. I respect shit than Gabby and these people. Gabby, Samens. When I see shit, I will recognize and adore shit than Gabby and Samens. These are filthy people. Now, story this is what happened. On 12 October 2020, Gabby Otchere Darko mounted a witness box and gave his evidence. He then called Samuel Atamensa, the former vice president of the Ghana Independent Broadcasting Association, to testify on his behalf. The court today gave judgment in favor of Gabby Otchere Darko. The court found that Kevin Taylor had, without any basis whatsoever, made very serious defamatory comment against Gabby Otchere Darko. In the court, no, etie Gabby, etie Samuel Atamensa, Samens, our Gabby witness, no, and now, my men are case in this, no, or see, oh, you have convinced me. My men are case the judge and he said, oh, after listening to Samens, listening to Gabby, listening to Kisie Jabin, also, oh, you people have convinced me. Kevin Taylor does not have any lawyer there. They could not prove that they've been able to serve Kevin Taylor. They said they served Kevin Taylor on Facebook. Kevin Taylor bang. Which Kevin Taylor? So, I'm friend number be no be fine also and you're only a friend Kevin Taylor no. Into evidence no. Judge now also a co school near the judge no. Or to wa admit when judge. Musa judge ni say can ban Kevin Taylor and come the case ni say. Now young kwaso na menkyere wa debi adeba ku so mba be kyere mo. His lawyers did not specify an amount of damages in the writ. However, the court in its wisdom awarded damages in the sum of 1 million Ghana cedis in the favor of the plaintiff due to the seriousness of the defamatory matter published by Kevin Taylor. Right? Okay. In terms of your case in no and a court no edwindwin ho hu say the Gabby mu dia bari nyina evidence na no ding. Kevin Taylor bay Madam Judge. Inti ehwana judge ni say mebebu asem no. Samens a witness, Gabby a plaintiff, Kisie Jabin a lawyer. Obia omni ghost the gina obia need the other side o omo nko an na di asem no. And a judge say end there maybe twa ebo ma Kevin to ama Gabby. Libel 1 million Ghana. Gabby kwa bontene ne kwaje. Kevin bang. Now this is the final part of the story. I hear very interesting. You see this? When you read the final part, it says, in giving her short judgment today, we are judging, you know, Tuesday, 27th October, Justice Jennifer Dadzi added that the full judgment will be available a week later on Tuesday, 3rd November 3. Into judge not na case in this no, your friend no, Justice Jennifer Dadzi. And if you want to know Justice Jennifer Dadzi, this is the judge. Judge Ronnie. This is the judge Otchere Hotis as a winner free Gabby, Kisie Jabin, and Nidia in Samens Oka say, you have a case with Ghana judge, a high court judge. A judge sat in court and 3 fools came to deal with a ghost. Still, she found a way to make sure, say, Sam Kwasi from the ghost, case. So this is Ghana. These 3 fools, Gabby, Kisie Jabin, any Samens Jimmy Omono, without anybody represent Obienu. These 3 people no mucha attract to ghosts. So some so Emma judge to me and they are making reasonable judgment. Say, oh, some might be anyhow and so we need. This is the judge. Her name is what we call Jennifer Abena Dadzi Fantini. Now, do you know this judge? She was a high court judge. This woman, as we speak today, has been moved to the appeals court. TMA. As we speak today, this woman, Jennifer Dadzi, she has now been moved to the appeals court by Gabby's Ekufuado. So today, she is in the appeals court. Let me tell you something you don't know. Also, Puni case na Ekopie appeals court. Na Opuni lawyers say they wanted the case to do what? Restart, because who knew the case, basically there were some places that he was supposed to take action or ignore. People purge themselves and all that. So Opuni's lawyers were like, it would be better for this case to start afresh. Senebeya, some mishaps and Yomana deliberately Huniga decided to push away. The judge with a new brain, with a new idea, with a new kind of perspective, can listen to the case again and then finally judge. This lady was part of the 3 appeals court judges. Omoka said no, this woman. Appeals court judges miensa omotena sa opuni case no ka say we cannot start the case from afresh. A bright mensa, a Dr. Ernest Dapa, any Jennifer Dalzi. This lady, she said no. Opuni's case should not be restarted. This is the woman who gave Gabby the 1 million. After she gave Gabby the 1 million, they promoted her to the appeals court. She was a high court judge. Now you see how the puzzle. Now you see the puzzle. They are political judges. Some of them are political judges. There are some good judges in Ghana. But majority of the good judges, they are sitting back and they are watching the play. So Gabby Dems, after he got this judgment, they pushed this lady to appeals court. Into Opuni case na judge Ben, appeals court judges Ben side. This was the lady who led and said no, they should prosecute Opuni now. This woman, Dazi. She's a Gabby Otchere Darko lawyer, judge. Now you see, Tikwasia we kotina TV so Eka Chirebe say, oh, Kevin Taylor owes me 1 million. Which Kevin Taylor? Then people sit here and say, Kevin don't respect. Kevin Imwadie, Kevin dear, I have shown the beginning of the crime where it ended. Okay, team, you just got her face. Let me show her face here. Thank you. My team just brought me a picture of her face. So this is Judge Abena Dadzi. This is the Gabby Otchere Darko promoted judge and our appeals court. And she is the one pulling the strings for Puni to be jailed. Onye, this is her. This is the judge who sat in court and said, Gabby, really 1 million. Abra, this is the lady. Today, she is at the appeals court. And she's doing the bidding to make sure Opuni case, the case should start from where that madman called Hunyuga left it. This is the judge. When a tina court case Gabby got 1 million. Cause serve Kevin on Facebook, call WhatsApp, oh Gabby come. Wait, this one. This is the thing. How much is 1 million Ghana in dollars? You see her face, but you see, today I have some things to talk about. I'll come and tell you about this judge. Maybe show the background, how she got here. Obia would you will go down with them. So one year at the par. Now you're watching this Gabby. If you're a judge, you're a lawyer, you will go down and you'll be disgraced like them. This woman, my digging for 1 year, I'm going to show you people something. Me say onima onkanche ni kunu ombresi ni kunu. So sharinga oyin to table so. Now Odin can't throw well into all. Story be about this woman. On the general court, as a judge, to say the guy because you 1 million without seeing anybody in court. I'm also going to judge my case here. Mine, it will have more facts than Gabby. Any kisi jabbing. I'm one person, I'm a very nice person. And me my people chances. I give people second chances. But Madam Dadzi, the way you were able to compile your evidence to come up with a judgment of 1 million, no. Unim Kevin Crow. Me I've not met anybody who says I've served you in court. Me, I'm an American. I don't know anything about what you people are talking in Ghana. Inti Gabi no about them no we can insem. But I am also going to do my part. Ni I share any evidence in your good. You have to put your wedding ring down first. Your kids, tell them that what is about to happen. It will make daddy leave a little bit. It will make you also leave a little bit. I'll be back. I'm about to deal with the Gabby response on PDS. You still watching? With all due respect, extended version.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum. which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporompium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Voxe populi, voxe Dei. The voice of the people, the voice of God. Voxe populi, voxe Dei. So boa kromfoa, be careful. So boa area, be careful. Say, oh, swear an oath, live by it. Don't let politics destroy everything that you have built. Madam Dadzi, it is now between myself and you. We will see who will live or move from the matrimonial home. We will see whose family will break up. You are not God and I'm not God. We all have shit in our closets. Yours is going to come out before mine. I have no idea. All right, let's take care of Gabby. Gabby Otchere Echo a Star FM a Bulari show no PDS issue eba app. Now let's listen to Gabby Otchere's 24-hour economy Asamoba app. Now let's take our time and listen to Gabby or PDS Assembly because I need to speak briefly on it. Momientie the Gabby can about PDS ne response on PDS. Time abulare ebusan PDS and some muntie ni yepa. I'll make some point here.
Let's move to PDS. What was your involvement with PDS?
You know, it was also one of the most painful things. And the reason being, the whole PDS thing was created even before this government came into office.
Oh, before the MPP got into office?
There were 5 companies that have been shortlisted before MPP came into office. The only difference was that under the previous government, they said Ghanaians can own 20% and the foreigners can own 80%. Akufo-Addo thought, no way. This is a great asset of the country. It generates income all the time. Okay, you may bring some small money, but once you have it, you can even use the expected revenues to go and raise money. If we're going to privatize it and the government has agreed to it, I will let it go ahead if majority is Ghanaian owned. And I thought this was an amazing thing. Okay, if I had any involvement in Japan, it's because my friend and neighbor, okay, all right, was part of an entity, and he used to come to me for advice.
Oh, your friend used to come to you for advice?
Absolutely. He's my friend and neighbor next door. So next door, he came to me one day to tell me that he's part of this project. I had no idea. And I'm saying that, and he came to me for advice.
Did you charge him for it? Did he say, well, give me
He's a friend and a neighbor. I didn't.
You didn't?
When he had issues and government was taking it away, yes, he had conversations with me that he felt he had to be compensated.
There's a WhatsApp, message circulating and audios and all of that.
Look, I would not want to even legitimize any of those things. Okay? What I do know is that when the president put together a Japa thing, he wanted to ensure that majority stayed in
PDS,
PDS. Majority stayed in the hands of Ghanaians. Okay? All right? So, and it means...
So, when you listen to the guy very well, You say PDS and one sense some na no nim. Also PDS there also be atia says PDS krampo no start wa mahama ban so ansana ebedru omoso. Na companies krana na local companies am be form PDS na enum NDC aban krana mo start say mo yes an hyehyeye no. Na under mahama aban no NDC aban no na almost say local companies no ebenya 20%, na foreign companies na nya 80. Enti nana Danko Akufo-Addo bae no ena obesesa mu say the ade no aircon no enye enti wo say local for no enya 51, na foreigners no enya de 49. Enti wo say omo bae no de omo bae no. Now the question here is PDS ankasa no na ye ECG any these companies ena air forming consortium or whatever partnership to make sure say yen kan enagina so ECG edi 500 million buy. PDS no sebio oka say Ghanaian companies Akufo-Addo buy or be restructure no. Yemusa Gabby say PDS and Akufo-Addo no so 5 Ghanaian companies no how much did they bring? Because if you are forming a partnership and we are all coming together to form a consortium of partnership to invest in one particular thing, each party should bring their part. Ebe sinde Busa Gabby Otchere say how much did the 5 companies or see Akufo-Addo ebe to ya or shortlisted omuno omunya 51% no how much money did they bring? Ebe sinde PDS cannot tell us they brought CD or a dime. Sa PDS company na oka say 5 companies no mumbusa PDS say which document na chere say omo de $5 ebe share dey we mu nothing zilch seconds bamtimo any omano mo share PDS nechi no they did not bring 1 cent. Ayensu did not contribute 1 cent. They came in and took ECG money to run PDS. These people called the 5 companies number by no today Obimbra Ghana Embra TV so make us a PDS brought this amount of money to add to the ECG. Yakase ECG yene Ghana 500 million na yene ECG here no ebe sin ne eno nkwa ne sika de operate ye PDS for no a ono Gabby ka ho no ene Oforiata ka ho eye Akufo-Addo ka ho no PDS no sika sen no de bae. Oh, say, Bolare Busan say, there's a WhatsApp message screenshot in the system which is pointing to you. Say, wo ena o for me this WhatsApp group. This is the Thriller in Manila WhatsApp group. Gabby ena admin. This is a screenshot I brought out. I showed this screenshot first. But what you know say on the I use you down for keke or man advice. But this is the issue. Yebusa said this WhatsApp group now we are admin. What do you know about it? Or say I don't want to legitimize those things. What you say? Or say he's pleading the fifth on TV. What you say? Or say if you don't get me a lawyer, I will not answer. He could not deny, say he wasn't the one who was the admin on this WhatsApp chat. Do you see the people on the WhatsApp chat? Time Bolare Busan say, now WhatsApp chat, no, do you know anything about it? Or say, I don't want to legitimize it. He wants to tell you he does not want to confirm or deny. Because Kevin Taylor say, what could you bonnie? Bolare say, Kevin, what's up we? When in am free, so now could you bonnie we? Udi wom. Make us say, Bolare, I don't know anything about this. In fact, people made it up. Whatever you are seeing there, I have no knowledge. Or say, I don't want to give relevance. I don't want to legitimize this. Or Beso Kache Bolare say, I don't want to speak on it. Meaning, he knows that in the future, whatever he will say will be used against him. So what he was trying to do, he's pleading the fifth. He is telling you, Bolare, if I have, give me an access to a lawyer before I will speak. Because whatever I will give you, any answer I will give you will implicate me. Law, Mimisian law, before majority of lawyers from Ghana. In fact, I wrote my law exams before majority of lawyers from Ghana. Gabby was sitting in front of Bolare saying that it is true. But I don't want to speak to it because I don't know what is going to come in the future. Because if I say yes, later in the future when I'm standing in court, I cannot deny. This is on live TV. This is on record. So what he did was to stay away from the audio and the WhatsApp. That is why he said, I don't want to legitimize it. Meaning, I don't want to speak on it. Why don't you want to speak on it if it wasn't you behind this? Why don't you want to speak on it if you are not the one who put this WhatsApp group together? It's a government contract. You are leading as the admin. So strategically and wisely enough, he was trying to play with words. Oh, you, why are they Otchere? Gabby, the arrogance, the ego. Do you think if you show Gabby something he's not involved in, he will not scream? He will scream. Timer, Professor from Pop Watting report the Barbontini. 24 hours. And I'll take Gabby. It was less than 24 hours. You had Gabby because he wanted to clean himself. Why is he finding it difficult to say, Bolare, I know nothing about this? He's saying he doesn't want to legitimize it, meaning he's saying that I don't want to commit myself. I don't even know what the Kevin guy has because he might have more chats. When I say it is not me, he might go there and bring some more things. So let me stay away. I don't know what in the future is going to happen. I might be called by a commission and this will be put before me. How am I going to say it is not me? Because I've already admitted it is me. That is why he strategically said, I don't want to legitimize it. Oh yeah, he knows it's him. Kwasiya, what you say? And this is what they have been doing to you people. Into that statement alone, that answer alone, is telling you I did it. Now, sir, Adewe has been in circulation for all this time. That's when the right opportunity to deny is not you. Why didn't he do it? He is telling you, I won't give you an answer. And he technically answered Bolare and said, it is me, but I don't want to talk about it. And this worker said, I will not legitimize this thing, these things. What are the things you're talking about? Gabby is sensing that he'll stand before a judge or a commission to answer questions on PDS. And he's told himself, I'm not going to implicate myself. I am going to stick to my story. Ayensu is my friend. He came for an advice. He knows I have more. And I have more. And it's not strategically, I don't want to legitimize it. Who said this is fake? If it is fake to you, why didn't you tabulate? This is a lie. If you don't want to legitimize it, then you should be bold to tabulate. Wait, they said nothing. I've got nothing to do with this. But he couldn't do it. You know why? Because he doesn't want to implicate himself. Now, young Queen, we're exposing him big time. Now, Gabby, whoa. I told you, me say I am your God. So I didn't know that to Jimmy Morgan. I will limit you to your level. Now, yes, I'm going to Gabby Cromfono. Now, social group room, Thriller in Manila. Gabby was the WhatsApp admin. There's Gabby in there. There's Baban Today Ampa. He was in there. There's somebody called Edward Ekufuado, Bamti Ekufuado Niano. So audio Rutia, Bamti, Gabby, and Ayensu were on the phone. Kwasiya, what is here, Jimmy? Ekufuado Niano, this is Thriller in Manila. This is PDS. This is PDS click. There is Kwame Ofosu Bamfo, seconds. There is Narendra Swarai, and they have Philip Ayensu in one WhatsApp group. You say your neighbor, you just take advice. Kwasiya, you have a whole WhatsApp group where you are part of a discussion. You come there. Now, Mumiente Gabby, we will come back to this post. Ofui, you think when you're Jimmy Fubina or Jimmy Omo, your time come, you. What
was your involvement?
At the board level, over. All right? So, and it means, but if you're not careful, okay, when you have a situation where, okay, you want majority in Ghanaian hands, but if the individual Ghanaian entities are split all over the place, the foreign minority shareholder who was entitled to 49% can just pick you, Bola, with 10%, and then at the board level overturn the philosophy behind the precedent or the intent.
51%.
Absolutely. Okay? So the advice I've given to the man, look, make sure that you all the Ghanaians in there do a JV in line with, and there's an advice I can give you as a friend. If you ask me for advice, I can give you advice so that you don't overstep the president's intention of it being majority Ghanaian owned. It is, and as a lawyer, as a corporate lawyer, I do a lot of mergers and acquisition. I understand. So if you come to me, even for free advice, I can give you a good advice. If you come to me and you say that, okay, it looks like they are collapsing it, and that you think you should be compensated,
yeah.
And you say some numbers, 60 or 40.
So that's what your friend told you.
No, I'm just saying, if you come to me and you say so, I could say yes, I can take the message along. You want me to go and tell someone because you know you are my friend and you know I know them? I can take. I say, okay, what can I say? I can go and tell them.
Did you tell them?
No,
that is what your friend is saying. No, because you know at the point.
Please, I don't want to. Please, if you're going to focus on these things, propaganda things.
No, it's not about the propaganda. I'm just talking about the veracity of it in terms of the fraud issue on it.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
The fraud thing had something to do with the insurance.
And that's what I wanted to speak to you.
What is it going to do with me?
Because it's all part of the PDS issue. So
but I was not a shareholder of PDS.
Your friend was in there that you advised. Yes.
You, the same way you come to me for help. A friend comes to me for help, and I know him. I play football with this guy. He's my next door.
Right.
And he's come to me for help. And if I can help him, I shouldn't.
I'm not saying you shouldn't.
And I shouldn't do it legislatively.
I'm saying that with the fraud associated with it, which occasioned for the vitiation of the contract.
Yes.
Because I came to you on two things.
No, but I'm saying
about Unibank, about investors.
By the time my friend came to me.
Right.
Okay. All right. For advice, for this, for blah blah blah. Okay. Was there a case of fraud?
There wasn't. But that's what we want to know, the story of how it ended.
But if I had shares in it,
which you've debunked.
No, how could I have shares in it? You had nothing. Then everybody I help, like you, I have shares in your entity. Then that's what it is. If that's the case, then we shouldn't help anyone or even attempt to help people. If you help someone and it goes wrong, then it means you were part of it. Something that eventually was awarded by government with the support of the American government. And if somebody comes for me for advice and I'm advising him, I was wrong. And if I had interest in it, okay, when it was the president who took a decision that even though you say that the damage done can be fixed, because that's what the Americans were insisting, I feel that this thing, I can't give that state asset to them because of this insurance document.
So that's what you said.
I'm just saying. So if the president could take that decision, even when those bring in the money, and he took that decision against some 250 million, 150 million that we're supposed to get. So the president, this is a person that I'm supposed to have influence in, assuming I have shares in PDS. And then everybody thought, oh, whatever fault it is, it can be fixed. Then the president says, no, I still want to kill it and let the state control it. Then it means I didn't influence the president.
How did you break the news? No, I mean, we'll move on. We'll move on.
It's, you know,
now you've clarified the issue, and that's what I wanted to get from you.
I try not to, you know, I always...
Don't be emotional.
I'm not emotional.
Okay.
I always felt that I will wait until this government is over.
Oh, before you talk about it.
Yes, because, you know, whatever you say now, people won't... And, you know, let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Gabby.
You see, a liar. There's one particular word that Gabby uses a lot. The president's intent. The president's intent. Now, who is going to make sure the president's intent is realized? Or word be we use, he has stuck to those words. A friend, advice, president's intent. If you don't take your time, or you're a criminal from childhood. So he's very careful the way he chooses his words, because when he said in the future, it could be used against him. These three words, advice, president's intent, and then I give a help. Words like this, especially, he always uses the president's intent. Always. So he's shifting everything that he does to the big office, because you know you cannot question the president. So anytime you ask him the president's intent, even in the WhatsApp group. Now, see, when he was speaking, he said he was advising Ayensu to go into a JV, joint venture. He advised Ayensu, say the PDS deal, Ayensu should take a joint venture trip. That is much better.
It was just an advice. Only there, since you're a lawyer, or you be free. So he gave Ayensu that advice that why don't you do a JV, a joint venture, and then a special purpose vehicle, or suggest advice. You see where it's coming from? Every single thing that he was part of, you need to understand. Say Gabby, a dia PDS, a water money geminity. That is why strategically, our power no young man portfolio biya. So he sits back and then he plans the crime and then he sets people to go in there, feed on us, and he'll be there. Oh, I advised. Oh, you saw me in there. What does it mean? I am not a government official. Oh, I'm not a politician. He uses those words because whatever you say, but with this audio and this chat, it implicates him. Now, Otchere Gabby will say he was not a shareholder. Ayensu was just a friend I play soccer with. The president's intent, I was not a shareholder. If you are not a shareholder and you just advise your friend, what are you doing in a chat as an administrator with shareholders? Because Bamfo is a shareholder, Sickens, right? Ayensu is a shareholder in PDS. Bamti is a shareholder. Now, the other two people are shareholders. So what are you? Because Narina Soare, she was the secretary to the board. So you not being a shareholder, how did you end up being the administrator of shareholders WhatsApp group? You are not a shareholder in PDS. But all the shareholders are in a WhatsApp group where you are what? You are the admin. Are you there as a shareholder to let the president's intent be realized? Are you the catalyst? What is your purpose? What is your interest? Because you are making us believe that you just have casual conversations with Ayensu and you just tell him, but you move the casual conversation to a more diplomatic, a more sensitive role by putting all shareholders in one WhatsApp group, and you, the casual friend and neighbor friend, you are now the admin of that group. So what was your intent? What capacity? And what made you the admin to shareholders WhatsApp group? And it's just not that. You see, he's a criminal. He's a thief. And I give credit to Bolare. At a point when he felt very uncomfortable, he wanted to blackmail Bolare. Communication is a very expensive thing. On say Okasana no do or say, you Bolare, you come to me for help. We all come to people for help. But the good thing Bolare did was that he made Gabby understand, I didn't come to you for personal help. I came to you because we felt that you are close to the presidency. And the Unibank issue, I'm also a worker for Combinado 4, and I thought I could talk to you because of your influence. So Bolare had to set the record straight that I didn't come to you for personal reasons. I came to you in the name of Unibank and GH1 because the government came into office and they were shutting everything down, which will affect Bolare because if Combinado 4 goes down financially, Bolare is going to go down because he's being paid by Combinado 4. So Bolare, Combinado 4, good intentions. He felt said he needed to talk to you, Gabby, because everybody knows that you are close to the president. So Gabby drew baby na who say Moya Diamana. He wanted to blackmail Bolare so that people will say, oh, Bolare, so Gabby Okojiska. But Bolare, being smart, told him, I didn't come to you for money. I came to you to have a conversation how you can help. Through a word, maybe Combinado Force, Unibank, and the companies that you are going after, the president will take a second look at it. That is what they do. Into the Otchere, he wanted to throw the poison. That is what they do. But let's sit back and look at and listen to this guy in some kind of when you listen to this guy, just knowing Ayensu, giving an advice, ending up as the admin of a WhatsApp group filled with shareholders. Everybody in this group is a shareholder. Ayensu is the chairman of PDS. But he makes it sound like Ayensu is just a neighborhood friend. Oh, hello, Mr. Ann, how are you? Oh, so what do you think? No, that is how he wants to create that thing. He is trying to put it in your head that Ayensu is a hello friend. No. Ayensu is the chairman of PDS. Babantude is part of PDS. Edward Ekufuado, Bamti, Ekufuado Nyano, he's part of PDS. We are talking about Sickens, Kwame, Ofosu Banfo. He is part of PDS. We are talking about Naras Rai. She was the secretary to PDS. We are talking about Ayensu. And you tell me you have nothing to do with this? Now, Mamencho, the word I told you, the president's intent. Every time when they are cooking a deal, they need a catalyst. And Gabby has been the catalyst all this while. Sure? When you read the conversation in Thriller in Manila, Philip, and this is a statement from Gabby in the group. You are just a friend to Philip. You have no shares. You don't have no interest. How do I know? Now listen. Philip, the structure won't work if you don't incorporate special purpose vehicle. Onu Gabina, he's just a friend to Philip. They don't have any business. He is telling Philip, say, one shenyo me one trade omo kanasia, omo structure no omo put it together no, special purpose vehicle no, enye juma. Or say it's a normal conversation. Actually, what Jimmy Unima can kind of such a maun to me. According to say, I do not understand why we are fighting with over this. Gabby, he's telling Ayensu is just a friend. I don't have any conversation with him. Ayensu, I just help him. He is telling Ayensu that why are we fighting over this? Is this a conversation? Is this an advice? Is this a negotiation? What bodam? Oh Gabby, what bodam? What you say, Jimmy? Why are you fighting with Ayensu? Gabby is speaking. His language shows he is deeply involved and he has shares in PDS. Why would you fight with Ayensu whilst you have no shares? What role do you play in here? How can you be fighting with him when you don't have any shares? Unless you have shares, unless you are deeply involved, that is when you will make this statement. You don't know why you people are fighting over that. But what is your concern if the shareholders are fighting? Unless you're a shareholder who is more concerned that the shares Ayensu has is too much. Make sure Jimmy, you have implicated yourself. What you were avoiding, you have blown yourself up. But I have more for you. You are negotiating. You are not advising. You are not having a normal conversation. You are deeply negotiating. At a point, you even suggest what should be done. America, yes. Now, when you go to the third paragraph, the objective to this is totally surprising and frankly unhelpful. Are you advising your friend or you are warning your friend now? Now, Obiaoye, just a normal neighborhood advisor, you have taken command and telling him that his action will not make things cool. You are just a normal friend, you know. Today, you are saying that his objection. Why is Ayensu's objection your problem? If Ayensu does not agree, why are you so worried? You play soccer with him, Keke. Do you have conversations with him? Yes. Do you negotiate with him? Yes. So why are you saying that Ayensu is taking a very strong position and that he needs to limit his position? You are speaking as a shareholder. And this is a government deal. This is a government deal. This is our money. And you foolish man sitting there negotiating and threatening people, you are telling us Ayensu is a friend. What bodam? When the hook, you saw Ayensu we are here. Ayensu, if you decide to take the fall for you, Ayensu will go to jail 30 years. You will be working there. I don't care. Ayensu should understand. So who can stand sure? Now go to the fourth paragraph. I think we should all meet tonight. This is Gabby. You should all meet tonight. You and who? That is why Bolare Busani said the WhatsApp. I said, I don't want to legitimize it. Because when you say he can't speak to this, he cannot deny this. He knows this is where the Achilles is. The Achilles heel is this, but there's a stronger Achilles heel than this, Gabby. I'm telling you. I am telling you. You think you are smart, super smart. Ghana for your Jimmy. Hey, now go to the fifth paragraph. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth paragraph. I am suggesting 7 p.m. You are just a friend, but you are suggesting in shareholders WhatsApp group as an admin. You are suggesting 7 p.m. It looks more like you are representing the president. Anamewa. It looks more like the president's intent, the president catalyst is you. Somebody who just gives advice and walks and takes nothing. You are now suggesting 7 p.m. to board shareholders. What about them? Where Jimmy? What you say you Jimmy? And I just say you age more Angel FM and Asempa and I age more Oman FM. You're drinking kind here. You are just a friend. You are now suggesting you are the president in the PDS. You represented the Kufuado. Kufuado's brother is in there. You represented the Kufuado. Now let's go to the next paragraph. That means who's a Gabby were crown for. That's why he didn't want to give this WhatsApp on Pesebula Ribe ready cry. Gabby. Now law school no corner bang. Now see. Are we working for the Filipinos? Muntie Gabby anu asem. Are we working for the Filipinos or to ensure that the real intent? Listen, brofun or Otchere. Are we working for the Filipinos or to ensure that the real intent behind the president's push for 51% local ownership is realized? It is not done for the optics. Or see, Juma, I'm a Filipinos, no, a hona trailer in Manila, a dini fribaye. And now say, President agreeing that the trim on any president, you know, he is representing president. So every time he uses the president to refer to himself because he cannot say, are we doing this to help the Filipinos or my real intent? Because he is the president. He is representing the president, but he doesn't want to show his face. He doesn't want to do what? He's cleaning his ass. So the president, if you're a man, go and question the president because the Kufuado cannot be in a WhatsApp group. Now, do you understand? Now the Darko Kufuado cannot be in a WhatsApp group. So he needs a catalyst. He needs a disease. He needs a weapon to sit in there and pull the strings. And Gabby is the president in the PDS representing the Kufuado. Otchere unim law. Otchere psychologically you are not smart. But I'm opening your mind for you to know. He went to GH1 to blow himself up. So when he go ahead, this is what he says. We must meet on the structure and on financing. Kwasia, also we are just a friend to Ayensu. You are telling the board members to meet tonight at 7 p.m. for structure and financing. You are meeting on structure and financing. Now, where you told us you have no shares in it. Why? What do you need? Why do you want to meet on structure and financing? Kwasia. We have to meet on structure and on financing. What have you got to do with this? Who can you say you have no interest? Yeah, just a friend. You know what some things like Kwasia. What is the kind of wage me? We all know you're a criminal. You have nothing. What are you using a bobo keke? He's just a neighbor. You say hello to him. Today you want to meet all board members, our more shares on structure and financing. Hey, Gabby. We must say admit with interest. Admit also our interest. Ekufuado in the general game, no. They cannot add the president's number to the WhatsApp. So they had to add Gabby's number for Gabby to represent the. And this group, NAPDS, no, the power distribution company, and Ekufuado is sitting here as a shareholder in the disguise, say Gabby. So if you listen to his tone, it's a commanding tone. You are just a friend. You are suggesting structure and financing. What about them? Mr. Okawa, not Korean, both two. Now, Uko anymore say we must meet on the structure and on financing. We also need full transparency going forward. Oh, we need a wine. We no a wine. We need to meet. We need to do this. We need to do this. You are just a friend. Why are you in that word? We. GHY you shwaton check and kwasiasem. Baby, I bet you can't out so. We will show at on churches are punching. I can kwasi abrofo. Inti nyina yenji windi bulu. So now you hear? We. Who are the we's? Are you part of the shares? Yes. Are you representing the president? Yes. Me break code natural. Now we also need full transparency going forward and to control. Gabby text. We also need full transparency going forward and to control the drafting of the shareholders agreement with Meralco. They need to have a meeting so that they can control the shareholders agreement. You are just a friend. You advise, but today you want to sit in a meeting that will determine the shareholders, how you are going to control it. You are a thief. Kwasia, you blew yourself up. You go to jail. You may say anybody who will take the fall for you go to jail for 50 years. Asiato about TV so. You show at on chance upon Chibema, you know, and what Bomudam. I'm just saying who Musuni Padana. Now, after this WhatsApp group, no, they wanted to meet. Ayensu didn't come. It told me yes, I meet where WhatsApp so no. Ayensu did not show up because Ayensu took a stand. He didn't want to go, he didn't want to change his position. Ayensu still stood there up at the 40% on form. That was what led to Gabby and Ayensu and Bumpty on a phone call because they wanted to hear from Ayensu. Wamba meeting no. So right now, tell us. Now so what's your audio now? Bumpty kasa and I'll say, okay, I hear. I will let the others know. Who are the others? Listen to the audio. Gabby Otchere Evi. This is a thriller in Manila. PDS. Gabby Otchere, Ayensu, and Bumpty.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
At all.
Yes, Gabby, you see, we've gone, you know, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on.
Okay, if that's your final position, then we have to let the Otchere and Spreadable see how well we move forward with it.
Okay, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
At all.
Yes, Gabby, you see, we've gone, you know, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so. I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on.
Okay, if that's your final position, then we have to let the Otchere and Spreadable see how well we move forward with it.
Okay, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
If that is your position, then we have to let the others know. Who are the others? They did too. Eye wine, eye oforiata, eye wine, baumia, eye wine. Those are the people, the other gang. Momo ECG, you know, and I'm quite phone so eye meeting. Gabby is telling you he is just a friend. All the shareholders, you could not give advice to anybody, only Ayensu. What do you say, Jimmy? You think everybody is a fool? Or you say young Kwasia phone at Ghana? Into the Jimmy Better radio so you can't Kwasa sorry call. Obian Bo too. Bumpty said you will discuss with the others. Who are the others? They need to go meet the president. They need to go meet Oforiata. Because they are representative, any Gabby, any Bumpty. They will have to go to them and say, this is what Ayensu is doing. He is standing in a position we cannot change. If Bumpty say we want to meet the others, who are the others? A honey dangerous, no? Who are the others? And you, Gabby, if you are just a friend to Ayensu and advice, why are you telling him to go down? You are negotiating, suppressing the guy. We cannot give you all this money. As we sit here, Energia AS, the company that had 19% in this whole deal, nobody knows who was the owner. Nobody knows how much they brought. 19% in this whole thing. Do you know how much money Energia AS took away? This thing, you know, Kifado, and then where Jimmy on? Where Otchere? Oh, you say Ghana for no, you deal with Chiji taxes, no money in the pound. What's Seattle? Now, Mamma can be being Ghana for. Nana Darko Kufuado, or a dangerous guy who he kills and smiles. Every single thing SU or MPP Abaimu, any scandal, he knows about it. Yantia, before they went for the primaries, flag bearership primaries. And they said the Darko Otchere or say a married deal, no. Gabby Otchere told him on phone, said, do you think your boss Ekufuado does not know that I have set up a parallel committee looking into a married deal? And the Darko been okay. Was it me? And the Darko was emphatic that Gabby told him. He was sitting in a plane flying out of Ghana. Gabby called him and said, you people have a committee as a government. Don't you know, say your president, your boss told me to set up a committee. Intimities and Kofoka said, Nana Darko Ekufuado, Onim dia oya musumwe Jimmy, agove oye kromfo, obe ria no es na no susonsuo. Agove oye kromfo, onfan susuno. Nana Darko Ekufuado is the mastermind behind all these things. And you see, sometimes, no, I'm a Sanoma and go forward dadam with Jimmy forward dadamo. A Darko sat on TV, on radio in Kumasi, and said he disclosed it as some way. Anka ye end this time see Anka Ubia Tamasemno or Carrier Ubia Manako die. Kwasia for a Darko said a married deal, no, at a point a buying setting up a committee which he wasn't part of, no. Nana Darko Ekufuado Eka Gabby say go and set up a parallel committee and let that committee do the job of government. Hey, this is an impeachable statement. The president needs to be impeached because a Darko, those times he used to be the energy minister. He had the portfolio and he did not mince words. He said, Gabby told me. So as we sit here, Gabby, who says he does not have a portfolio, he does not do politics, on the day he's not part of anything. Gabby set up a committee to force the committee on us, whilst Gabby does not have any political portfolio. A governor no so ye kromfo a dangerous. Such chide not one. Se metese MP before ka Ekufuado de boni bia na waye already onya ehwo mom di na chim so we Jimmy for. Ekufuado knows every single thing happening. Sir Achechide na oti Jubilee House no, he knows every single thing going on. And I pray my team they find the Darko video. In fact, I pray my team they find the Darko video. Na ma batch am amamati ase say eye Nana Darko Ekufuado MPP 4 Nana Darko Ekufuado Ghana de amufa mu bia onim. He's a criminal. Mr. P, Mr. S, I think I found it. Yentie Darko, when it gets to that point, I think we will all Yentie Darko. I have a couple of videos. I think it might be in one of these.
And omo negotiations. And what send me contractor or no Crawford akoye.
Gabby Otchere akonen and Crawford akoye.
Akoye. Something banyere. And I may be sad say, Papa, on what authority and what could this say to me? Because me minister, cabinet among instructions. Ye did cabinet instructions. Into dear panty and a war fetchly akoye sadiwe. Now in any case, I said say I only take my instructions from the president. Mailer response or demand and say, what makes you think you're my boss? What makes you think say your boss doesn't know about this? And I'm a calm and tune. Inti adiwe. Now, in any case, I said, say, I only take my instructions from the president. Mela response or demand and say, what makes you think you're my boss? What makes you think, say, your boss doesn't know about this? And I'm a calm and tune.
This is a Darko telling us on live radio. This statement he's saying, a email the brand free Gabby ho. He said, what makes you think committee na matino your boss Ekufuado does not know about it? Otchere catch him say Ekufuado does not know the crimes happening in this government, the corruption. What bottom? Into Obama, Baumia there or clean. Ekufuado what bottom? Oh bottom. When you vote for Baumia, it is Ekufuado. Share. Mo de imagine mumunana mankofo dadamu. Darko used to be the minister, or what transpired when he was a minister. And it's an email from Gabby. Or say, what makes you think? Says our committee na ekoso in China. Ekufuado does not know about it. Darko. This is not text. Darko enumasem. Now can Baumia there he's his own man. Oh bottom. Ekufuado Jina Jubilee House. And now Bonjoka say, I will hand over to an MPP president. And I'll just do Diagro. Ekufuado will kill. And this is not an NDC job. It is you. NDC for me saying. NDC for me saying Ghana. How many people are NDC supporters? Majority of the vote we get in Ghana are people who are not NDC supporters. In Ghana, say that they're NDC for you. You need to be part of the movement. You need to join forces with the NDC to kick these people out. When you sit back and say NDC NDC do over 2 million in Ghana. So how do you expect the NDC to fight this? You will have to be part of the train. You will have to be vocal, come out and vote to save yourself. Kwasiafu in Ghana and omu play mo omu de akan radio asempa inshira FM Kesbin dien and omu kan kwasiasam. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. They don't respect you people. It is some na amuka kano obeti obi na NDC for mo ya de NDC one ya. They are like you. NDC for mo free Mars. NDC for mo free another planet. Petro abo out the same thing omu ya de. They are saying give them the opportunity to make things better. They will need you to join them to make things better. Now what if you say media mean NDC for omunya John Mahama onya den. John Mahama ne busu afon kwa betumi to Ekufuado. NDC for kwa betumi to Ekufuado. Den ada na ma ya adwene aba form so ada na adwene mu ye hasa. O pempuntio, o person your makoso, akonfo di so. Yemboa ne ntu a say NDC for ne nkotu no. Den o man na so political party be ne diso. But we all have to come together to change the government. When you sit back now, yeah, John Mahama, idea am time cram here say NDC are not serious for power or bottom. When you say NDC are not serious for power, my NDC card holding member Bia and Twaba, they can still not win the elections. You now to say NDC for no more day, NDC for the Omunya Deng. It is your vote that can change everything. Joining forces with the NDC. Senebaya in the future, NDC and your power. You can join forces with any party you want to kick NDC out. That is how you build a nation. At a point we become humans, we have to reason. You join forces with the NDC to kick this government out, and when the NDC comes, no one after paying your taxes, you join forces with another party and kick the NDC out. That is what the Americans have done till this point. They don't sit and say, hey, now Democrats, what are they doing? Americans don't speak like that. They will say, what am I going to do to change this president? And your job is to go and vote. I will say, after this piece, after this short break, we will go into the 24-hour economy. Gabby Otchere making some very stupid statement about 24-hour economy. We know that 24-hour economy is the only policy that can change Ghana's economic destiny. We will break things down for you to have a clear understanding. After this short break, I will be back to continue the show.
We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore. We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland, Ghana, and it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
Tamapaya, Dagbona Magumea, Dagbona Magumea, Samapaya Tabumakana, Suayambala Jimalana, Malambala Jimalana, Haruna Idrisu, Manza Manza Nagum, Manza Damia Zunga Parga Duama Pana Parga Duama Pana Parga Duama Pana Janye Sati Karmal Mamamachi Gana Nachimba na Pasara ta Pabukura na Chimbukura Bila Kumda Yelim Lankani Kwam Kutoda Wisha Kutoda Samia Malwolo Amalwolo Amakana Namayana Namayana Nana Gomlanti Vichala Tuomi Kalawrinyanga Mana Kutoda Zang Kutoda Yelong Kutoda Komutatai Komutatai Samia Malwolo Samia Malwolo Samia Malwolo Amalwolo Amalwolo John Mahama Tatu makana no to fatibai Kwam kutoda mana kutoda yelen kutoda John makana Tatu makana
You're still watching with all due respect extended version. My name is Kevin Akobedu. Tell like exactly 7 p.m. US East Coast time is definitely 12:07 in Ghana. It's time for the second part of the Gabby Otchere Darko expose. Now, we're going to talk about 24-hour economy. When Gabby Otchere Darko went on Bulare's show, he tried to sound intelligent, but in the process, he exposed himself. He made Ghanaians understand that he's just a fake ass nigger. And I'll keep using this word because he is a snitch, a liar, a criminal, a thief who is hiding behind politics to suck the blood of his own people. 24-hour economy. Yen United John Dramani Mahama eka hwasem say Obama Ghana running 24-hour hours. Sene beya eye indjuma ebenya time aye den afa nipa aye edjuma ama time no so omni biaka omundjuma ho. Now, the 24-hour economy, when you're very smart and intelligent, on TSA, and into a dumb a politician like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say 24-hour economy is bad idea. It shows how limited his level of thinking is. Gabby Otchere, when he went on Bulari show, tried to use his fake acquired criminal accent to make sense, to let people think that John Dramani Mahama's 24-hour economy idea is not the best. In fact, one thing that he stayed away from was to condemn John Dramani Mahama's 24-hour economy. He could not emphatically say that the 24-hour economy wasn't possible. He could not emphatically say it was a bad policy. It means he understands, he believes that the 24-hour economy is the game changer. He is a politician in disguise, and he tried everything possible to protect Mahmoud Bawumia, who is dumb, because if Gabby Otchere had said that the 24-hour economy is something better, he would have ended Mahmoud Bawumia's campaign, because then that will show that his MPP candidate, flag bearer, is an idiot who still does not believe that 24-hour economy is possible. So he stayed away from that. He tried very well not to condemn the 24-hour economy suggested by John Dramani Mahama. He also tried to punch holes into it, but what we realized, or what I realized, was that he wasn't deep enough. Gabby isn't smart enough to understand 24-hour economy. He thinks that 24-hour economy is some kind of shop that is running and somebody sitting there. 24-hour economy is bigger than you think. Now, this brings me to a year Asemi and Pese Mede and Totohun. On Sabawumi and Adwene form, he is not able to think beyond his political lens. That is why when Mahama came out with the 24-hour economy policy, now Mahmoud Bawumia quickly went on stage to say it's a bad idea. Now, when you look at the 24-hour economy, it is basic that Sir Okani Nina Bonatofa, senior Injuma investors, companies will extend their time of their working hours so that they could bring in more Ghanaians to help in their production. And through that, the government will have a program that will ease the pressure that they will endure when they decide to open up their production time a little bit, so that the government will win and the investors will win. 24-hour economy, that is all. The government wants to try and create room, avenue, some kind of cushion, respective investments, companies, production companies can extend their operation time. Now, the more, when you extend your operation time, it means you will need more hands. Now, the government, knowing that extending your operation time, it will put a little bit of financial burden on you, because you'll be paying more for light, you'll be paying more for the workers who will come in. So the government also says they have a cushion. That is, you'll be paying less the electricity. You'll be given some tax incentive. So you know, say, that little pressure and the government wants to take it away. The priority of the 24-hour economy is to get Ghanaians working, is to get majority of Ghanaians going to work and coming home and getting substantial payment. Finished. And to say, so when you're smarter, the 24-hour economy, you would not understand. And no na Dima Bawumia to understand. Inti to say the Nyantechi number 12 scandal by Anas. When you look at the number 12 scandal by Anas, Yachin Nyantechi etuwo eka say Ekufuado is in his pocket. He Kennedy Japo is a criminal. Anthony Cabo and then Diano. When you look at the whole documentary, so when pay attention, you might think say the documentary is about Ghana football. No. The number 12 documentary was not about football. So we said documentary now, there was nothing about football in it. The documentary was about Kwesi Nyantechi using his position as the GFA boss to do dubious deals. That's it. In this ocean number 12, you say, Anas say Ghana football. Anas didn't touch Ghana football. Anas didn't go into Black Stars. He did not go into the leagues. Anas made you know that the people who are leading some institutions like Kwesi Nyantechi, who is leading a government institution like GFA, he is using that office to do dubious deals. So the whole number 12, it was basically about exposing Kwesi Nyantakyi using the office which he occupies to do to commit crime. That's it. And it's a way nya idea now. Obeka said Anas destroyed Ghana soccer. Anas did not destroy Ghana soccer. Anas pointed something to you that people are using Ghana soccer, using that office to do dubious deals. It is the same as 24-hour economy. Why do you know what form to say about me? Obajun say a night economy. It's not night economy. It is a 24-hour economy that is going to open up business, to open up their production so that majority of Ghanaians, you and I, we can get something to do. Finished. It is a politician car, some say John Mahama Ekasa. Sabio, yenya buteni enjino. Because from the day John Mahama came into politics, every single statement he's made, it is having positive effect on us. Now, Gabby Kotina Bolare show he spoke on 24-hour economy. Now, listen to his logic. Listen to why he thinks he's intelligent. Listen to how weak-minded he is. Messi, I just said, "Bema Babetna radio in him, and I kid him. I picked the natural and also on the Torre Asia North, and a chess on him so. And yet, the quality to be free and waba. Listen to Gabby on the 24-hour economy on Bolare show.
Talking about digital economy, it will push me into the 4.0 industrial age and 24-hour economy. Do you laud President Mahama for that? 24 hours. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was interesting that here you had government pushing for industrialization, for a way to somehow reduce imports and to somehow spur on local production, okay? Because a 24-hour economy is already happening, okay? But it's more limited to the entertainment zone. You get me? And it happens. I mean, so long as you have infrastructure, so long as you don't have doom, so you can have a 24-hour economy because the lights are on, okay? But in industrialized countries, you have factories operating 24 hours. And how will factories operate 24 hours? When there's demand, okay? And how do we create the incentives for our factories, for people to invest first in our factories, and for our factories to be open 24 hours? Because you open 24, there's a factory, Central Ceramics. They open 24 hours. You know why? Because they are supplying not just to Ghana, but to the West African
So you think that there's no demand for us to...
I'm making a point.
Why?
I'm making a point. You have to make your economy competitive. So I was a bit bemused when 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before that, I was hearing 24-hour economy. Everybody's excited about it. And then Parliament was against a policy that would reduce our dependency on imports and spare on domestic production. And the minority were celebrating it. I thought, what a country. But anyway,
so you feel 24-hour economy is a fantastic idea.
My point is, it is not about who can be against your economy being alive all the time, but you need certain things to be in place. One, you must keep the power on. Two, there must be demand for the things that they will be producing. But how do you have demand for productivity or production, okay, when your economy is inundated by imported goods? So those are the things that we have to watch, okay? And I'll give you an example.
So that's Gabby's stance when it comes to 24-hour economy. You see, we are Ghana in our Shemia. These people, they are empty heads, ignorant people. And there's one thing he tried. He stayed away from Bolare's question. 24-hour economy. It looks like something very sustainable. It's the right thing. He didn't want to commit Bawumia. He didn't want to commit himself. Because if he says no, then it means the flag bearer are not stupid. So I can say yes, then he's basically telling the world John Dramani Mahama idea is the best. So as a criminal and a liar, this guy is a pathological liar. He stood in the middle. He's doing politics, but even in the middle, he's still messed up because he does not think deep. A borrowed accent. Now, when he started speaking, he said 24-hour economy, no? When you go to industrialized nations, like government in industrialized nations, yaka say Ekrobia industrialized that. How did they start? How did they become an industrialized nation? They became industrious by putting measures and policies together. So, Oko maybe to say Japan, Oko Ekrobi to say Korea, Oko Ekrobi to say China. They have become what they are today because they decided to become industrialized or industrious. And you need to take a position. And that position is that you need to take hard, serious hitting positions. It would start to change the face of how you look into being an industrious nation. Because you cannot sleep and get up one day and say digitalization. Before you can say digitalization, then it means somebody took a decision to move the country from analog to digitalization. Somebody took a practical decision by putting fiber optic cable from Accra all the way to the north so that somebody can send Momo, somebody can call people on video. That is why the NDC took that decision, because before the NDC said, John Dramani Mahama said, we want to go digital, then they have to understand that we need to move from analog to digital. Now it has to be something that has to be a change, a drastic change. So the NDC through John Mahama, they started putting fiber optic cables from Accra to Srim. That is why today you can place a call to Accra from the north and somebody can see you on video. It means somebody had to take the decision. Now back to the 24-hour economy, Gabby Kase. You will need, when you look at the industrialized nations, they try their best to do things. He was basically trying to say, yeah, no, to me, yet the other ones now, I didn't try. Now, I'll say in Ghana, 24-hour economy, no, it is true, it is already happening, but it is only happening in the entertainment industry. Also, we Jimmy for. I'll say 24-hour economy, no, Kosovo Ghana, Kosovo here, I'll say in the entertainment industry, a 24-hour economy in Kosovo. You see how myopic and weak-minded they are. And then when he said that, he didn't go further, he moved away from there. Because when you tell him to substantiate, explain, break it down for people to understand how come the entertainment industry is now running on 24 hours, he cannot explain it. Only answer. He's just throwing words out there for you to think he's intelligent. Now, he was saying, you can only run a 24-hour economy when there is infrastructure. There is infrastructure. The person who started building the Accra Digital Center, the person who built Commander Sugar Factory, the person who built KJTIA, the person who built Kotokraba Market, the person who built chip compounds, hospitals, is telling you, I want Ghana to run 24-hour economy. Say you don't understand. You yourself was saying that without infrastructure, you cannot run 24-hour economy. Without electricity or energy, the person who is saying he will run 24-hour economy, he basically brought car power. He brought Ameri. He is the one who gave you people excess power. So when John Mahama says, I am going to run 24-hour economy, unless you are a fool, before you will say it is not possible. He says something. When there is demand, then you can run 24-hour economy. And oba down wa beka kire Ghana for say, oh, eye ohwe de esi na nsen a so be so run 24-hour economy a, you have to make sure say eye nyoma na wo kra no wate so send e be ya ubetumi a run 24-hour economy na nsen a ote say KT Hammond e de nyoma bi akọ parliament say sa nyoma no yente so mama ye nkra ma e na NDC for sorry tiaye o say en wanwa ekrobia etim. Now, when you talk about you can only run 24 hours economy unless there is demand. People are demanding, and so we're running 24-hour economy. Now, I want to ask Gabby Otchere a simple question. The things na ye kraba Ghana no, enkoko, anwa, eye sheto. Sa nyoma na ye kraba Ghana sugar no. If there is no demand for sugar in Ghana, will we be importing sugar into Ghana? Because there is demand for sugar, that is why we are importing sugar. Because there's demand for cooking oil, that is why we are importing so much cooking oil. Because there is demand for chicken, that is why every single day we are importing chicken. So if there are demand for things that we, at the end of the day, can support local industries to also produce not even 100%, 90% or 80%, then it means the number of things we are importing, we will cut it down. So when somebody says, demand in Ghana, when NDC no more power no, say opese okofa akoko ba, you have to make sure say 30% of akoko no eyenkoko yenye no Ghana ha. Not 60% no, 60% of akoko no eyenkoko yenye no Ghana, and 40% no if you are bruchiri. Now, this is a situation where the government is saying he wants to help make these poultry farmers, help them by giving them incentives for them to open up a lot of poultry farms, for them to be able to employ more people. Now, if we get so many poultry farmers putting out a lot of poultry, and system, automatically, one, people will be employed. Two, automatically you have to cut down on the amount of chicken we are importing into Ghana. So you are asking for demand. See, I think Ghana has not shared nuts, and I say, a friend saying, cashew can be turned into cooking oil. There are so many things. Coconut, it can be turned into cooking oil. So the demand is that when we are able to, when a government decides to take a drastic decision by making sure that those people who are in that field will be given a lot of room to operate longer, will be given a lot of room to be able to employ more people. The government will also help by giving them tax incentives, and also at the end of the day, doing what? Making sure the electricity or the energy they are using, they cushion them a little bit. It means we will have a lot of cashew nut farmers producing more cashew. Then we can convert the cashew into cooking oil, meaning the cooking oil that we'll be importing, if you are importing 50,000 tons, it will drop to 20,000. Then it means we are making progress. Then it means we are creating opportunities. So when you base your argument on that, Ghanaians, why are we stopping the importation of things? And then we are talking about 24-hour economy. We are not against the stoppage of importation of things. We are saying that we can basically produce the things we are importing, not even in the largest quantity. We can basically produce a lot of these things, about 80% in Ghana, so that the importation, we will cut it down. And that is 24-hour economy. So when somebody bases argument on what we call demand, where is the demand? If we don't have demand for sugar, why are we importing sugar? So you need demand for chicken, why are we importing so much chicken? If we don't have demand for toilet rolls, why are we importing a lot of toilet rolls? If we don't have demand for rice, why are we importing so much rice? It means there's a demand. That means if we are able to grow a lot of rice, we will cut down on the importation. So when somebody says, I want to open up the market, I want to help the factories to employ more so that they can produce more, the person is trying to tell you, I want to stop the importation of things that we can produce. And as a country of Ghana, we cannot say today, we have cut down every importation. We can slowly do this and be cutting down the importations of these things. And so we got a 24-hour economy. John Dramani Mahama built a sugar factory. He's been 8 years sitting there idle. Kwasia, why are you not telling the Otchere in the Jubilee House to open it up? Because if the Commander Sugar Factory was operational, has been operational for 8 years, I think the amount of sugar we will be importing would have gone down. But where Jimmy then you want to add politics to destroy it. Now what you say? Gabby Otchere is one of the most daft. Now let me show you this. Thank you. These are things that we are importing in Ghana. Now realistically, let's look at these things. Imported by Ghana. If we decide to do 24-hour economy, we cannot cut down on the importation of these things. So the question here is, if you are talking about demand, why are we still importing a lot of sugar? Because we are demanding a lot. Because there's demand for sugar, there's demand for cooking oil, there's demand for chicken. But the issue here is we can produce these things. If not in 100%, we can produce them in 80%. So why don't we go into it by making sure all these things are running 24 hours? Now, these are the things that, when you come to Ghana, these are things that we are importing in Ghana. Tell me, if we cannot produce all these things in Ghana, if companies are being cushioned by the government, given subsidies, if companies, public and private companies, are not being helped by government, when companies open up and employ more people, why do you think we can't produce rice in Ghana? Why do you think Yentumin produce gat and why can't we do it? Because government will make sure these cattle rearers or farmers at the end of the day will be doing what? Will be cushioning. They will be employing more people, and then the factories that are going to take care of this meat, there are a lot of people there. So every single day we will have meat on the market. Things like poultry and cocoa. If the poultry farms in Ghana, you're sustaining are running 24 hours, farms more, and they are making sure in cocoa daily, people are there working every day. They are shipping the eggs. Why would we have to import so much chicken into Ghana? That means we are cutting down the importation of so much chicken. Let's talk about margarine. There are so many products here, margarine. There are different kinds of margarine. So what shows that we cannot produce margarine in large quantities in Ghana if we open the companies 24 hours. We are talking about fruit juice, Anka or Ghana, apple or Ghana, all the fruits. All that we need is make sure the farmers who are involved in orange farm, the government sustains them. They are able to get a lot of financial help, and also they are able to employ more, open up their farms, and then we will be able to, at the end of the day, be getting more fruits for the companies that are also running 24 hours, be accepting this or taking these fruits and then turning it into drinks. Why can't we do that? Then it means we are going to do what? Cut down the importation of stupid drinks, fruit juice into the country. We are talking about mineral water, importing mineral water. We should not be importing water, because a foolish guy like Gabby Otchere, Jimmy Fo, you don't drink water from Ghana Water Company Limited. Oh, no, so free tapu. Kwasia, when we are sikan to return so no. Many are not just in Griguano or no ultimate top here water. So this is what we need to be looking at. Something like noodles and pasta. Noodles and pasta. We used to have Takrade flour mill. Today it has gone down. Now, if we put Takrade flour mill back on its knees, we tell them that the government wants to help them with electricity, help them in tax incentives, they will employ more people, the company will start running, there will be a lot of flour worked on, and then we can also produce our spaghetti and pasta to make those noodles in Ghana. How difficult is that? Things like ceramic tiles. You were talking about it yourself. How many companies in Ghana run 24 hours when it comes to ceramic tiles? Ceramic tiles in Ghana, how many people demand for it? That is what we are talking about. We are talking about corrugated paper and paper board. We have lots and lots of trees in Ghana. And Kwasiafo, Aisha Wang, Helena Wang ba Ghana, Rosewood, Obitadi Nina Koye, Yecheno, Adiacheno Ayera, Ebesin de Yehunibium, Abuofunu. Do you know what 24-hour economy is? When the trees you people are cutting down, Sir John, baby, will be a Yankupon couldn't. Sir John, Eddie Chemo Mucha Yenuya Tugu, Kwasiato. What it's Ghana? We can turn these trees into something profitable and regrow the economy, the vegetation. You don't think, you are not smart. We are looking at mosquito coil and insecticide. We are looking at something like soaps, detergent. You want conform what Ghana from palm kernel oil. But how are they going to get lots and lots of people getting into this business? By helping the farmers who grow their abeno, so that they will open up more, hire more people to take care of their farm. Then they can produce more for these companies to use them. These small companies, when they run on a 24-hour economy, John Mahama can say me, or say these small farming groups, they should come together as cooperative. In 2,000 people are seminar, seminar. When these people come together, the government can give them some substantial amount of money. Then they will get their cut. We are talking about fish. Nonsense. We are talking about cement. Ibrahim Mahama, if the government at the end of the day and other private cement making companies give them subsidies, give them some cushion, do you know the amount of cement they can produce in Ghana? We sit in this country, they talk anyhow, no vision. We are talking about sugar. Commander Sugar Factory siwo achichide Jimmy for it to he has not opened Commander Sugar Factory. Do you know the number of sugarcane farmers Commander Sugar Factory would have helped? Because if the sugarcane farmers in the central region come together as a cooperative, that's what to be producing 2 tons of sugarcane every 2 weeks or every month. Do you know the amount of sugar that we'll be producing in Ghana? Now Commander Sugar Factory too will be giving subsidies, they'll be giving cushion, they'll be giving help by the government. Electricity will go down, they'll open it up more people in the central region will be employed. At the end of the day, sugar will cut down in importation, and then we will be able to supply our own sugar. We are talking about clothing and apparel. People in Ghana, there are more people in Ghana who are willing to use cloth in Ghana, textiles, to print, to do things. Today we are importing clothing materials from China. And the kente if China abra ye kente bonwire, we can put 7 bonwire people who weave kente 20 30, make them a cooperative, give them some good money, they will be making sure this quality kente are in the system. We are talking about biscuit, flour, Madinkaka Takradik flour mill. We are talking about canned tomatoes. How many tomato farmers do we have in Ghana? If we set up each region 1 tomato plant to produce tomato, turn it into paste, do you know what is going to happen? Where Mama Jimmy, they have no brains, they cannot. If these things I'm talking about, John Mahama to be able 70% crowd, do you know where the economy of Ghana will get to? These things I'm telling you, said John Mahama to me 50% by making sure 50% of the things we are talking about, he is able to operationalize it. Do you know where our economy will go to? Do you know a number of things we can cut from importing? And you sit there and talk about demand. We need sugar. That's why we are demanding for sugar. We need chicken. That is why we are demanding for chicken. So it means if we can make chicken in Ghana, why don't we do it? If it means we can make butter in Ghana, and we have the resource, why don't we do it? And this is what John Mahama is saying. The resources are there, the materials are there. It is just the government's job to make sure what the government cushions these people, open it up more for Ghanaians to get more job. This is simple. They actually put, how much did they put in NAPCO? 2.4 billion. And he said it himself that the government put 2.4 billion in NAPCO. 99% of these people are now homeless and jobless. If we put NAPCO money, 24-hour economy, to expand companies for the government, do you know we have excess power? So what are we doing with the excess power? If we can make something out of the excess power, why don't we use it? 2.4 billion young men and women, where are they now? We spent this money, government money, on them. We cannot see any of these people. We are talking about how many jobs did NAPCO create? Zero. Zilch. No job. These boys and girls are home now demanding for jobs. 100,000 people deceiving them. 2.4 billion gone. Kwasiafo, you gave it to yourselves. So nobody in Ghana can sit anywhere else and say 24-hour economy is not visible and that it is only running. It is running in the entertainment industry. You are a foolish man. How many times do you see musicians and those people sitting on stage? Once in a while. In April, Easter, Christmas, and what? They don't play any show. So what are you talking about? A 24-hour economy, only entertainment? This is foolishness. And I keep telling people, Sanko way, they don't know how to govern. They are stupid. Mama mia mo chance no kwasi abrofo be makosuesua. Gabby is not intelligent too. You people have allowed them to act like they are intelligent or look like they are intelligent. Now the Darko Kufuado, time I know the president, no be able to say we used to phone him nyansa. We Jimmy Chen double. Hear his utterances. Baby obejine bia I say wakoto le tegunu ho. Okay, kan kwasi asam. A president of a republic, not a president of a clan. Not a president of a family. So ube jani pemka say adikudienti amama mpuntu amba na because mutu tiamia we Jimmy for or say hango because etuo na omutiama ono sa etuo no Jimmy for the eden or hini to make us school si abesi or so no ankosi e wa woni miketekete se kurabate to ke kan kwasi asem adan ye Jimmy ntine di tumi ma. Ghanaians are not moving away from 24-hour economy. And until next week, Wednesday in Kumasi, Obia Eba out to meet John Mahama, to tell John Mahama, this is it. This is the turning point. You have done it before and you can do it. Every single person in the Ashanti region, Baby Awobia, it is better you join John Mahama in Kumasi for them to introduce this policy more, for you to show them your support. Send a bell on Bemusa, I didn't know what they are, but you able to maso mare and Kwasia 4 way for Bibiamba, and a chairman want to me a fugitive, or to me Kwas Antimemo, or Kwa, Yaba Bunakuno. And this is where we have gotten to. Politics are say and Kwasiaphobia, Omakoboro accent, Abedadaye, and we, the young ones, are not supposed to allow these fools, these pretenders. Gabby is a disease. I will respect shit. So we need to konigu baby and bibusa. Sadia no ne and done. Gabby and Samens. These are diseased, filthy, dirty, stinking people. They're selfish, greedy bastards. Gabby is a dirty nigger. And you people are not supposed to entertain such dirty snitches. Anka titina, anka sleepchewa, anka china hangeno. I will be back to Gabby. And every day you speak, I will come and expose you. After this short break, I will pick calls and end today's show. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. Boom.
Chuiwa tamapaya dagbana magummeyewu dagbana magummeyewu samapaya tabu makana suwaya mbala jimayana haruna idrisu manza nawum Manzairu Damadu Damia Zunga Parga Duama Pana Janye Selti Karmal Mamati Gana Nachimba Napasara Tapabukura Nachimbukura Bila Kumda Yelim Lankani Komkutoda Vishakutoda Samira Maluolo Amakana Namayana Nana Gomlanti Vichala Tomi Kalawrinyanga Mana Kutoda Zang Kutoda Yelon Kutoda Komutatai Samia Maluolo John Mahama Tatu Makana Go to Fatibai Kwam Kutoda Mana Kutoda Yelon Kutoda John Makana Tatu Makana
Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Major Sokasa.
Yeah, me pato. Your friend Mohammed, me friend Kumasi. 24 hours. The thing I meet me, I can say very possible because me baby I'm who Saudi Arabia. Mr. Kevin, even including Bobby and Samira, when they went to Hajj. So, ebe can Ukraine. The whole 24 hours. The security, the restaurants, hotels, even tax companies, be here 24. Even recently, before me, Craig Grambono, a colleague or Riyadh, or even common organizer a job and oye. And all testing me beside say, are you watching Kitty? Namikazi Wade. Umpoyana. And all Kajem say, no shift into we need an A. And almost more ahead of us, bed 3 hours cramp ahead of us. I almost more cordon mununo. There was we into what you need Kitty or Ventino, why free and or Ventino 24 hours need year. Kevin bisa obi bia woko Saudi Arabia for Hajj or Umrah or be catch or say honum very very possible. Aina enu sune ma juma phone enye juma bebre eye. Even the police say oko honum ma say omo police no endorse pa police. Oh.
All right. Okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yeah, ball basso, papa, my power. Now, when you be, me can't say so much trouble from Quadabrim. Now, I just say, you know what, me can I may use borrowed words. Oh, yeah, Abuapa. So better, sir.
But I say, thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go ahead, boss. Good evening.
My first face reading within the Babs. Now, my patrol, person will say one question again. Gabby, so could a British passport.
Yeah.
Say, don't be offended. Get now, obey a new spokesperson now, or a kind of saying. New spokesperson no gano the almost work Belgium no?
Yeah
so mu deport no
yeah
so anya Ghana ni no be wura Ghana politics in nebua
yeah
Gabby entimi deport no am fan kwa UK
ebi okuta dual citizenship
okay and I know so adia be me de pa ne say Jemensa say mama ba power pa Jemensa sa 2020 election no you say why na win the party or some was obey in a box no dick level from.
That's it. Thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello, Gabby.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
My way, I'm away. Ejima. Obusa obujima ema oma nkoko Ghana. Ghana nkoko onyago pon koso abo ho ban. Sir. Hello.
Yeah, kasamiti you.
Sa jaji asema wodi abayi. Yemi de pa. Ghana hano, I think ever since 7 years, near 8 years, maybe to Bamba Power. Say only MVP near wasn't got a woman. Guys, you know, or the good one or the age man or none of you. So only MVP near wasn't got and we need that. It's a conversation on Gary to could no ask some movie. No, no, so to could say, I know, Daddy, the Asano Kidia. Yes, 7 Julia. So no answer. Say, I did 2 years, 2 years. The old person will be bano. Maybe the one now, my job.
Don't worry. Everybody, may I say, everybody, hello, caller. Hello, caller. All right. Okay, my info. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Kasamitio.
Good morning, Kevin Taylor. Julius Agahuani, Tutika, Awase. Now, the Kakram Kenyan say, MP for Ankasano, Mabon, economy, 24 hours economy, Ramontiase. So I'm also Ramusoma school long quorum. But me quite a economies on those wiring or bon. Mr. Kevin Taylor, I say, filling station at war, Hanina, the whole gunning now, a bon night, no more cruising. Filling station at Woona, bon night, Juma, who 10 years at dinner, so Musro, security wise, and yet Jubium. So, the beer and Jubium, and she said, Jomama Castle, the 24 hours economy bar. I was somebody to the moon, say, oh, moon so bit me, until I'm walking Canta, moon so bit me, Jomama one or bit me, San Moon, only Nimby bit me. Afa anya me pama de metumi adwuma de chen so those days metumi adwuma tam metumi adwuma de chen on workers we adwuma but see an adwuma no kwampo onye bi kura yeden enye stores be bira tututum hwe nuanom obi bitumi bi store e kwan no bitumi ton ade ama de chen so but see an e bi no obiem so ntend before no I say see an book log every got e busuafo no
law no musia nya law papa bia o omuni certificate omuni law nya law papa bia kufu adekora certificate ya busa ya omuni na omoboa
omo school na mo ko
ma men kan bi sure me da say Gabby Otchere Darko time all law school no judge amegache mo omukwa omo se kufu adna se pass ye Gabby Otchere Darko amegache mo na na omo lecturers Gabby Otchere Darko amegache sa amegache ya an sa time na omukwa na omo se kufu adna suma se yembra na danfo su ne kufu adna no pass omo Gabby mo de na omunim law bia amegache mo na na pass omo we mo akromfo we de na omunim. Hello caller.
Hello.
Go ahead boss.
Yeah, KT.
Afishapa.
Yeah. This Nkasa guy, he doesn't seem to know what he's talking about. washeda no wahira se ne wo bodam no because currently me we don't can Sakalana me ludo biako that way okay cash shift ne lodu mi sesi oh na me bedra me no trust stop na binu mo kwa omo eyi adwuma
yeah
cash shift until a year they break am me do no na eyi mo na shift so ho ebe hia mi age anaduna me ko no security anaduna onam no quite the most easier way to take a traffic ticket because of because could be or do a crap because security diada no there for speed claim please for be so get the working country run that the economy no cost who get beauty London you see no this one better touch out what I was saying walking now Ghana for the moon nim asa mo ko twa ma tan kufu biem on there kufu do be kan obey you Gabby no na say ba be die so the Kevin Taylor nin koto ne firma bebia na o maye no kind of it's up to you me the was keji na me
sanka say ni no hello caller havam for sanka say no yeah go ahead boss
Kevin Masaba biom Masaba biom from Sweden Babs the attendant say na Gabby case na okosu Ghana no oni so munyi na ya kronfo they set agenda for them to get their own agenda to chop the money. What you are saying? Hello?
It's you. Babs, it's you.
And why not say that now one be you or America send here or Canada, Japan here because some women say America no and I say Western world no. They don't follow your money or your power. The law is above everyone. What you are saying? But when you know she send on me a judge question almost over double identity. Shazando moya na de na Gabby ura Ghana politics ma bra wonya Ghanaian so menka ya kan say president mama babioma sao ntwi we nyina so omo ye candidate for GP
Bow some that thank you hello caller
na wa first one be one aba what I'm saying the
kasa meet you
you see okay about 24 our economy now about cars about cars.
Yeah.
My cars now cars one cars, but then what I want to say is and then Ugana na Utakana Ujina, Uga break down baby now type Paya. Van Bien you between Africa, company you in Africa on that. And that 24-hour economy, these are some of the things.
Yeah.
Mechanic, maybe our auto mechanic very good. These are simple things these people should think about. These are simple things. Maybe you must see a crop you have here. It's like almost shops. Almost shops. And I'm going to say anything about shops because before not shops near operate 24-hour economy. But no almost here. No, that small district. No, almost and you know the citizens every day say they should go back to 24-hour economy. That is where they made their money from. Now, what's Ghana? What's Abuja? What's England? Now, who knew about all these kind of things? I go to London and go and see. Now, who's be able to see? I trust you and I know, say, Nakupon Shaw, no, big and I've waited for an year when you're
all right. I would say, hello, caller. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Okay, we thank you very much. You open our eyes, and inshallah, everything will be successful. But I have some problem with the Haruna Idrisu.
Please just try and get to the NDC executives and discuss any problem you have with Haruna Idrisu, please. With all due respect. Hello, caller.
Hello, Gabby.
Yes, go ahead. Hello, caller. Hello. Yes, go ahead.
Gabby, Gabby, I saw Gabby. Who feel a rasta, not an umbrella, or near Jumada. And I know of a baby president. Or no team negotiate na asset. Not a rasta, not an umbrella. Who feel or London.
Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
And I tell you, he will never get it easy.
Who is this? Who is this? The threat you were threatening, or it did not come through. Into call again. Bugger. I beg. The things you said, we didn't hear. So we beg. The threat you were threatening, no, come again. Now we didn't hear. What can you do? We did not hear. We beg you, call again. All that I heard was you will not find it easy. So I beg you, try and call again. We did not hear your threat. That's what I go from him. Bugger. What did you guys about to pay? What did you guys your threat? It's Mr. Wasafre. Why? Bugger. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The person maker, any day will catch any I will Ghana hono. Any the BIA yana de at some no true NDC4 so and NDC4 and NDC4 woman pep power woman akwabi free programs so what can you home. What I can say no pa no can yana a hamika cry the entire hamming in say. The entire hamming in say. Yen na ye pese ye betu aban ye free because them aban no ye nenye. Moya mo say NDC4 em say woman ye ready so mo power woman ye ready so mo power demonstration kra na ye kwa woman expect say NDC4 kakra no and ebeko demonstration which is bad. Eti anu a boss I am the pa coming me donyanko pa ye na am na say nya wo na wo pie mu wo America nya mi wo betena ha wo yes agma we a sa green book na wo kan de NDC4 no mo kan kodru hio akufo ado na gu wani eslo osu wo gu radio station a wo beka bia ma NDC bia eno adanfo bi na wo tinshira FM ho no wo mutimi kogina ho na wo si wa kohunu school no ho yeah, they are no jandam sa. Now you're very, very difficult for NDC for Unqua. Sanya when yami and what me do 9 at Ponkrofoni in a gua. No one easy for us and classic 4 stations never or no ones. I know. Now I'm going to go to Ninas one more. I'm hungry. Necessary would you until and what cow munina gunu. Neck and cotton mukrano will fish. Bus nina de adeni kura de ne kani ka obeye de ho na enye easy kura enti mesre mi nuan mo Ghana fo mo me amfa de no nka se NDC fo wo behwe na wo mo nko ane kon eno de mesre wo bia nyi ni yam se eye national assignment ni yekoye no
me da say all right, thank you. Hello caller. Me ba to akwana of 13 ye no udi network nya na be threat no to data na threat da ya tia say dey dey inti safre bi threat man yes who bad network na go threat we ni nya na go fight. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yes sir, go ahead.
Kev.
Yeah
Kev, how be?
I'm good.
All right. Because the can be kakre wo efa akwayu akwaya wo kan ho ase
Nkasai
Gabby Nkasai skeleton mami chicken for a drink ko asa akwa ne so because I say na ni na wa bo akopra ni ntino amam for rest just say like e me bia e be internet and so no ye free ho but chie sika me be free ho Gabby Otchere ko na mo ina mo hen so amam for the kaya na you free obi Rasgabi mo kai sa din no
Rasgabi
ono anu
you confirm
fucking UK Rasgabi no you're pushing me chena I bet what where Jimmy Rock me be brave free internet and should be forced with chama ya clear sang image no Rasgabi image no and wako chasanto and what the other
Rasgabi
and
Rasgabi so wanga saro wunye yi wunnim de akọ
na wunnim Ghana ni oye view
operate wa na efra na operate UK o
babe wunnim Kensington Kensington area house wa mai o mo te say de o mo yes ka fu bi o be ro ni osisi ɛna ɔde abɛgyina ɔmo nyinaa so Akufo-Addo saa family no Ofori-Atta Akufo-Addo saa family no ɔmo saa family no MPP for na I don't know
Rasgabi Kronfo
no ɔno na wayɛ ne ho lawyer without certificate lawyer owura lawsuit lawyer owura lawsuit da onim sɛnea spelling law mpo ɔno obɛgyina hɔ ka kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo no minimum yɛ educated nti na ɔno na anado afa n'abusuafoɔ because ɔno nko na n'abusuafoɔ yɛ educated wine class ɔkɔ sɛ wadi last mpo da ɔbɛka kyerɛ yɛn class ɔmo yɛ 30 odi 31 31st student.
Thank you. Hey, Rasgabi. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Hello,
Kevin.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Kevin, my name is Robert. I'm the one who called. It's not a threat to you.
Oh, okay.
The line went off. But what I'm trying to say is that...
Okay, go ahead.
2020, the Electoral Commissioner declared election 3 different kinds with 3 different figures or numbers.
Okay.
But this time, we'll never sit down for her to do the same thing. So what I'm trying to send to her is that she has property, hotels, and other things that she's going to protect. We don't have anything.
Hello?
The commission. Me, my focus is on the Electoral Commission. Seriously, my focus, my thinking, my everything is on the Electoral Commission. This time, it will never go the way it went 2020. I tell you.
Thank you very much. All right, so he came back to clarify it wasn't a threat. No, they won and they could be a hard guy. It wasn't a threat. In the one audience say a threat to be we actually got it wrong. Rasgabi. Chromophobia no so na betra Ghana din kwasi asem ma me fa last caller na me Paul Rasgabi. Hello caller.
Hello.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, Kevin. Me patronim interview no mo ye no. Bola oya de pa. But then no say na no from here okay Japan.
I Japan kwa na kana bola corrected say a PDS na Japan Japan.
Yes, so what about a Japan deal? Those are certain the questions. I know the buy. That guy is a criminal. Boy, you're rough. By the way, you are doing so well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this. All right, that's it for today. My name is Kevin Akoberu Tela. Rasgabi, uhonka sese intekuma. Gabi, mamni di watoka kari weji mido. Uhonka sese intekuma. Oto den se ayesu kwasiato sana UK na wono Rasgabi Kronfo Jota sina otisa okwan ho Kensington. Kwasiato na namgana asa wo ye den. Owro ho a ayi se kurikuri. Owro ho na ogina ho a onangu se kurikuri. Jimmy. Yapon, wo ganje Rasgabi. I dey here for you. Otchere. Have a wonderful night. Be good. My name is Kevin Akoberu Tela. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We'll be back on Monday to discuss Ghana. Cheers. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. And God bless Ghana. And God bless the United States of America. Don't forget, I am an American, but I love Ghana. Good night.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Holy Spirit sit on. Balua Galabal. Many tiny flowers. Ashina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Ashina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Biday, our biday, Wampia, biday, our biday, Wampia, 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 Wampia. Ashina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Ashina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Biday, our biday, Wampia, biday, our biday, Wampia, Wampia, Wampia. Apaguaza, agu Bidai, our bidai, wapia, bidai, our bidai, wapia, wapia, wapia. Bidai, our bidai, wapia, bidai, our bidai, wapia, 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 wapia. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there. So let us praise the Lord. Left foot, right foot, left hand, right hand. Shoulder up, shoulder in, chest up, right hand, left foot. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there. Matalia kalapala gala, ayato maluko, mata siba aluka. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there. So let us praise the Lord. Left foot, right foot, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Oh, how do I scoopy and a catiki baka black. A piakatasha black. Namishanipa.
Story OTCC no a platform my friend PENDREAM TV and I uti story no na o feedback we here empa story awati no any story be our platform no so be awati a opese o my feedback no fafa WhatsApp message or WhatsApp number 0277128777 na yebebo e wo PENDREAM FM Ghana for nyina ate wonka
Debi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV